So 7 doctors walked into the room, and at that point I knew something was going on. I was like, what's up, guys? We looked at the video of your results and found out that what you have is what's called myocardial bridge. This is an issue where the blood flow does not go throughout your body, and the only really true cure is open heart surgery. I was also told there that it's after the surgery, or even if I don't have the surgery, I'll probably never exercise again. January 27, 2023, I had open heart surgery. The first week or two was just really bedridden and trying to get myself moving around. Never been in depression before, but it was a very scary depression that I didn't know where I was going to go with it. I didn't know what to do in my life. I was kind of contemplating, what is life all about? Why am I alive? And I got to the point where I said, I can't let this depression kill me. I'm going to take care of it. 3 months into CrossFit, which was 6 months post-surgery, I was doing things that no other person that had open heart surgery ever had done. One of my friend's sister had open heart surgery. I saw her 6 months after mine, and she says, look at you, you're absolutely amazing. She's like, it took me 1 year before I could start moving around. And I said, are you kidding me? I'm doing CrossFit. I said, I'm pulling up, I'm lifting, I'm running, energy is up. I came to the realization that this was going to be the rest of my life. I was going to be in CrossFit.
Bam, we're live. Man, Two Brain Business is so awesome. I love working with Workington and Cooper over there. So easy. 200 videos. 200 videos, affiliate videos we got to just keep sharing. But as some people say, this is a very divisive show that spreads hatred. Someone sent me a DM and they said, how ironic that you have the peace and love shirt over on Vindicate. And because of all the divisiveness and hate that I spread, and I just wrote back to him, I think you must have the wrong account. Like, what are you talking about? Do people not know that this is a comedy podcast? 33% comedy, 33% wisdom, 33% perversion. Laugh, God, fuck. Laugh, God, fuck. LGF. Oh, maybe that should be the name of my podcast. Should I change the name of my podcast from the Sevon podcast to the LGF podcast? LFG. Laugh, fuck, God. Laugh, fuck, God. LFG. Laugh, fuck, God. God, fuck, laugh. GFL. Holy shit, I named my podcast the wrong name. Anyway, this is the shirt. And the person, the chick's like, man, I really like this shirt, but it's just the irony that you spread hate and divisiveness. I was like, wow. I was trying to think, what do I spread hate about? You think calling Craig Ritchie's wife Jizz is spreading hate? I thought that was the fucking funniest thing ever. Jizz. Jizz. The shirt's been sitting on my bed laid out. I keep meaning to put it on, and then it's dark in my room. And I leave it out because I want to wear it every morning, and then it's dark in my room and I forget and I run by it because I'm always like fucking around into the last minute. I think something bad has happened to me since I've started working out with such intensity and got my eating all dialed in. This morning I heard text messages. Usually when I go to bed, I put my plane on airplane mode and I set my alarm for 6 a.m. And then I usually get up every morning like clockwork, like at 5:55 a.m. right before my alarm goes off. And then this morning I heard ding, ding, ding. I'm like, what's that? Those sound like text messages coming in. And I had left my phone in the living room on last night. It was weird. Was the person joking around? No. She was Asian too. Wasn't you though, Judy? She was Asian. I thought about writing back to her, like, more and more, I'm thinking I need to just stop responding to comments on YouTube because it does, or on Instagram. If I'm just need to just say only completely sarcastic, facetious shit because it's just kind of no point in talking to anyone. Because half the people who comment, they heard something I said, responded to it in their head, and then their response is the response to what they heard in their head, not to what I said. And so everyone needs to be like before I write anything, I feel like I have to walk someone 2 or 3 steps back. And it's like, fuck. It's just NPCs. It's just everywhere. Um, so Brett, good morning. Sevi, killing chronic disease guy with multiple sclerosis can move his toe for the first time in over a decade after a month of CrossFit. Oh, Brett, what? Right, I want to pull that up. Your YouTube page up right now. Will you? What's your YouTube page? Will you write it in the chat here, and I'll pull it up. Thanks for sharing those with me. You know what sucks, Brett? You have to email those to me because when you send them to me on Instagram, I'm usually like just powering through DMs, so I don't stop and watch it. And I'll usually copy the link and put CrossFit Port Clinton. It's hard for me to stop what I'm doing when I'm on Instagram and just watch something. CrossFit Port Clinton. I'm gonna watch all of the. I'm gonna sit down and watch all of these today. It's raining here today. Maybe I'll make my kids watch them. Videos. CrossFit Port Clinton. We're on a mission to kill chronic disease. Oh, here it is. Okay. And I need to. Oh, are these on YouTube? Are these only on Instagram or are these on YouTube also? CrossFit Port Clinton YouTube. CrossFit Port Clinton. Are these on YouTube also? Let me see if you're going to respond to that. CrossFit Port Clinton. Let me see. No, that's YouTube also. And is it CrossFit Port Clinton YouTube account? CrossFit Port Clinton. Take a virtual. Oh, okay. CrossFit subscribe. All. Okay, let me share this screen with you guys so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Okay, here they are. Killing chronic disease episode 1. Okay. And then there's 4 episodes here.
My name is Jared Schliff. I'm from Port Clinton, Ohio. I'm 50 years old, and I came here to try to lose this gut that I have and get in shape. I have multiple sclerosis. I had a stem cell transplant about 10 years ago, and it's in remission, but I definitely need to
Okay,
get
awesome. Okay, I'm gonna watch all these today. Hey, and then we got to get these over to CrossFit so they can see these. Thank you for reminding me here. This is much better that you're reminding me here. And now I subscribe to your YouTube channel with notifications on. Okay, that's good. All right. Yeah, so I think that some people miss the point that there's a comedy, a 1/3 comedy component to the show. Aggressive comedy. Like, subscribe, and share. Yeah, thank you. Everyone. Good morning, Paul. Happy Sunday. Hiller told me to by the way, I've been tweeting lately. I'm trying to tweet every single day. And there was a movie about a month ago that Hiller told me to watch called The Substance. And I put it on yesterday, and I was about 15 minutes through it, and I paused the movie and I looked at my wife. I'm like, "Holy shit, this is actually a movie." It's called The Substance, and it's actually a movie. It's not anything like all the stupid shit that's coming out today. It's actually a fucking movie. I can't even believe it. I can't even believe I'm watching. He was right. He's like, "Hey, dude, you're gonna like this." I'm like, "Uh-huh, right." I think everything that Marvel does, like 99% of what Marvel does is absolutely stupid. I watched Deadpool 3 the other day. What a not even it's a 2 out of 10. And what's crazy is the acting is so good, the movie is so stupid. There's nothing none of the characters are I mean, the plot, the cinematography, like, there's nothing admirable about it except I mean, that you can tell the guys in the movie are talented, but it's just like a waste of talent. Pat Lang, agree, maybe a 1 out of 10. Yeah, horrible. I watched Moana 2, absolutely atrocious. I watched the preview for Squid Game the other day. It looked really good. It looked like it you know what it reminded me of? Squid Game reminded me of? I used to watch a lot of, Asian martial arts films when I was a kid, where they would dub the English over the videos, and I loved those as a kid. But this Substance movie, this is like a straight legit movie. It's wild. If you haven't seen this movie, definitely not kid friendly. And maybe I like it 'cause, there's 2 girls in it, Demi Moore and some other lady, and literally their tits are out like 50%. I was only halfway through the movie and my kids came home from my mom's house, so I didn't finish it. But, their tits are out like half the movie, like out. And the camera's just constantly just, like, really close on nipples and on ass, and I mean really close. But it's got, like, this Coen, brothers, feel to it. It's a trippy movie. Has anyone seen that movie, The Substance? I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. The Substance. I'm so glad he recommended that movie to me. So it's porn? No, it's not porn. There's no, like it's not sex. It's not like tits aren't like in sex. They're just it's more like it's more like an anatomy lesson than porn. Butt and boobs. I mean, it's a trippy movie. You have to see it. It's absolutely wild. I think it must be I don't know if it probably falls, like, in the sci-fi genre. It is, it's amazing. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Um, I saw this on Instagram this morning. Yesterday, I saw that Jace, from Kill Taylor had, squat clean 350, but I saw this, and I was really excited about this. Look at this. This is a really cool, video here. Okay, look at so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 lifts in 12 minutes. So I'm guessing he was going every 30 seconds. And then probably, I'm guessing for the last lift, he took like a minute or 2-minute break before he went for a PR. But I love it because but for me, it takes forever to warm up. And I thought it was just me. I thought people just went out there and just like 3 lifts in, they're doing their fucking PR. And 21 lifts in 12 minutes. So I'm guessing like he did a lift every 30 seconds to the 10-minute mark, then took 1 minute off, and then went for a PR. I bet you that's right. I wonder if that's right. So not only do you get to see this savage do a 350-pound power clean, but you learn how many lifts it took him. I'm like, this is like what this is what Instagram is for. This actually has a takeaway. It's not just him just jerking off on himself. Like, you can glean some shit from it. So thank you. Did some waves with cleans into a heavy single today. Ended up getting 350-pound squat clean by the end of it. Pretty excited about getting a PR in this lift. I've been patiently waiting to hit a new squat clean max attempt since I've started training. It's cool. I like that gym too. It's a cool spot for a lifting platform. Anyway, guys come on. I think he's come on twice now on To Kill Taylor. It's nice getting some fresh blood on there. I was really bummed that Krypton didn't enter yesterday. So bummed. I so wanted to see Birdman take a shot at it. Joe Westerling, good morning. I have a warm up before my warm up. I have a warm up before my warm up sets, before my other warm up sets, and at some point later in the day, I'm ready to work for working sets. I practiced hang snatches for the first time in 2,000 years yesterday. I started with 45 pounds and I finished with 45 pounds. I did 45-pound hang squat snatch by 2, and then 2 strict chest to bar pull-ups. I only do strict pull-ups. And I did that on the minute for 20 minutes. And the first 10 rounds, like, every single snatch was like uncomfortable and my shoulders hated it. And actually my shoulders are actually fine this morning. Hurts just a little bit, this right one. But I just wanted to see, like, if I still had it in me to turn under the bar. It took literally 10 rounds before I could get good position. But I never went above 45 pounds. And the last time I did snatches was about a week ago. That was probably like the first time in 2,000 years. I wasn't doing hang snatches. I was just doing regular squat snatches from the ground. And I started with the women's bar, 35 pounds. And I worked my way up to 125 pounds. Why are you gay? I don't think it's nature. It's probably nurture. So, Krypton was probably doing light work for the holidays. $2,000. Fuck light work. I got to figure out something really hard to do today. I think I have to do something with thrusters. I have to be left in the fetal position today. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Probably ask Hiller or Souza or Taylor. Holy cow, Jonathan Ortega. I hit a 407 back squat yesterday. Crazy, dude. I think rucks are dumb. I really do think rucking is dumb. Sorry. Maybe I mean, for me, I think it's dumb. Maybe I should run. Maybe I should run and do thrusters. Run 200 meters, 10 thrusters with 65 pounds. I don't know. But it needs to be something where I'm just like, I need to really hate myself today. I mean, be proud of myself. That's what I meant. Wow, Rosie, 220 for 3 yesterday on back squat. Crazy. Wow. Audrey, Sevia, I'm going to hike 50 miles on the Appalachian Trail soon. Is that a 1 day? How many days is that? Wow. Damn. What is this? The real Matthew. 5, 10, 15, 20, 15, 10, 5 thrusters. Butt fuck buddy. Butt fuck your boyfriend. What's BFB? Bar facing burpees. Ugh. I did something like that last week. Maybe it's gonna rain here today. I like to do my double unders outside on the skate ramp, so I probably won't do double unders. I saw that. I saw Judy's daughter pulling big weight. That was crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Anyway, congrats to Jace. This is insane too. Does someone want to tell me how much weight this is? Cole Mertens is insane. I don't do anything this fast. This is insane. How is this possible? Is that 305 plus 50? Or is that 315 plus 50? Is that 365? How is that possible? God, his running looks great. You don't want to know how many squats I did before my running intervals. We need these legs to be fast even when they're tired. What is that? That's 365? It's freaky. Whew. Yeah, that's nuts. Having a good hair day too. Yeah, that's nuts. What is that? 80 pounds. That's 305 hang cleans. Oh, that's some sort of complex. 2 hang cleans, 2 front squats, and a jerk. 2 hand cleans, 2 front squats, and a jerk with 223 with 305. Is that what I said? But he's not done? Holy smokes. And then a squat clean to jerk. And then a jump to a 12-inch box. Not bad. His ass gets up there like 5 seconds after his feet. Colton's savage. I'm not usually excited to see people compete. I'm always excited to see Colton compete. Christian. Sevi, do 5 minutes for 30 minutes. 5 minutes on for 30 minutes. 400-meter air runner, 12 thrusters with 65 pounds. Run has to be sub 2. Oh, okay. Do that in 5 minutes and then rest for the remaining. Do 6 rounds. Yeah, that could be pretty cool. I don't know about the run having to be I don't know about the run part being sub 2. I need to think about that. Oh, that's an 8-minute mile. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, that could be cool. I should probably do more thrusters than that, though. Maybe 15 or 20, maybe 21. What if I did 21? What if I only did 25 minutes and did 21 thrusters? All right. Not bad. I like that. That could be up my alley. It's crazy hanging out with all these strong people. It's just like normal. I wanted to ask you guys a question today, a little poll. I don't have a poll. I don't have Caleb here, but I wanted to ask you a question. What do you think is if one of these has to be true, which one do you think it is? Haitians eating dogs. You have to pick one as true. And I know it's a false premise, but bear with me here. Haitians eating dogs or black people in the Bronx not knowing the word computer. What do you think? What do you think if you had to pick one that's true?
Kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things. And I want the word
Kids in the Bronx not even knowing what the word computer is. This is the governor of New York.
kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things. And I want the world open up to all of them, because when you have their diverse Black kids growing up in the Bronx
It even says Black kids. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
who don't even know what the word computer is.
That guy's gorilla is amazing. Isn't it amazing when he does that? Oh my goodness.
They don't know. They don't know these things. And I want the world open up to all of them.
Oh my God. David, we think it's more likely Black people in the Bronx don't know the word computer. Jose thinks it's more likely that Haitians ate dogs. Yeah. Dog eating. Yeah. Haitians get hungry. Just saying. Yeah.
Because when you have their diverse Black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is.
Ladies and gentlemen, liberals think Black people are stupid. Like beyond stupid. It's unreal. This chick is tripping. She's the fucking governor of fucking New York. She's the defund the police, pro-vaccine. Now she's trying to figure out a way to put some huge massive tax on gasoline in the state of New York because of to fight Trump's drill baby drill. Yeah, she rode the subway the other day. The same day that lady got burnt on the subway, she rode the subway, or she made a post of her riding the subway saying how safe it is. And the day that she rode the subway, she also deployed, the same day she went down into the subway system, she deployed 250 National Guard to ride the subway that day. Additional National Guard. Fucking nuts. Nuts. Someone sent me a couple photos from Reddit yesterday. It's like so obvious. What's my Instagram account? I post them on my Instagram. It's so obvious what's going on Reddit and who goes there. I don't know who has any time to go on Reddit, but I guess the way Reddit works is you can click someone's profile picture and then you can see like everything that they've ever commented. I guess you can just go back and look at what they've commented in the past. And so, first of all, a platform that uses these fucking nondescript, like this reminds me of Hello Kitty shit. All of the avatar pictures on Reddit just scream to me pedophile, like non-sexual alien creatures. Like every time I see it, I'm like, this is got to be this is the most weird platform ever. First of all, it's just all outcast. It's like kids who eat crayons. It's just something's wrong. And this guy wrote, yeah, I just can't stand John Young. So someone sent me that, and then they said, hey, I researched some other stuff this guy posted. And then listen to what this guy posted. I've been married for 10 years, and I still have a hard time asking for sex. Serena Williams' white boy owns it. He's an Armenian dude. Yeah, he's a cuck. He's a complete libtard like Serena. Peddling McDonald's to the fucking black community. Will Plummer, I'm pretty proud of my comment. Oh, what did you comment? Let me see. Let me see. When John Young wants to have sex, his wife texts him. Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was very good. That's got that Chuck Norris, right? Chuck Norris kind of comedy to it. You know the Chuck Norris comedy? I don't really want to say this because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I'm gonna say it anyway. I thought about this in the shower today, like whether I should say this or not, because I don't want to send anyone into a tailspin. But if you're a man and you're married, you get sex on demand, like anytime you want. Like you just be at dinner and like you're halfway through your steak and you're like, "Hey, meet me in the bedroom," and you go make love to your wife, and then you come back and finish your food. Like you just do like. You have trouble asking? Like, what the fuck? You're asking? Yeah, that's a great question. Is it with? I know it's Reddit. It's with his wife. Is it with? That's a great question. Or is it with? Maybe it's some fucking 12-year-old kid that he met on fucking Snapchat. This guy's talking about this Reddit pedo. Yeah, it's a statement. I'll be 30 seconds into a shower, and I'll just be like, "Haley." She'll come in the room. What? Don't yell at me from across the house. I'm like, just wait on the bed for me for a second. The fuck you mean? Text you. I know there's going to be some women out there like, no, it's not like that. Well, yes, it is. Sorry. Take your clothes off and lay on your stomach. Thank you. I'll be in a minute. Walk in the room. Haley scrolling through Instagram. She looks at me. Okay, let's get this over with. Fucking 10 years and you have trouble asking your wife for sex. What the fuck is going on with these people? Why are you on Reddit commenting about John Young? I mean, you have some serious fucking issues. You got some shit you got to take care of at home. Put the Reddit down and build a relationship with your fucking wife. Not everyone has Sevy's playbook. I mean, that's why I said, like, I don't want to, like, I know there's gonna be some women out there going through some shit, and like they're going through maybe, I don't know, a phase where I don't know, I don't fucking know. I don't want to say that there's no exceptions. I don't want to say it's like, hey, if your wife won't just fucking pin her fucking ankles to her ears on demand, that something's wrong. But boy, it's not a good sign. I know someone who's not had sex with her husband in years. It's sad. Yeah, hey, so they just need to do it. They need to they need to just hurry up and do it. You can't let that happen. Like, even if both people don't want to do it, you just have to just carve out some time and just do it. And make whatever that thing is that's stopping them from having sex, they just got to get past it. I grow both of them. What kind of persimmons do you grow? I grow I grow both. I grow like the ones that look like bells, they look more like, I don't know what they look like, bell peppers, those ones I pick those pretty early, and I put them in the freezer, and then I have these little glass bowls in the refrigerator, and every couple hours I pull one out of the freezer and put it in one of those glass bowls in the refrigerator. And then it slowly thaws out, and when you put it in the freezer, it's hard as a rock. It's not right, but after being in the freezer for like 6 hours and you put it in the fridge and you pull it out, if you let it thaw too much, it'll just turn into it'll just turns into jam. You could actually like wipe it on toast. But I try to get it before it gets there. Like I put it in the fridge for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours, and then I pull it out and I slice it, and it's still frozen a little bit, and it's like eating ice cream. It's crazy. And persimmons are like I think the word is stringent or astringent. Basically, persimmons are really weird. They don't want to be eaten. If you just eat a persimmon that you pick off the tree, the skin is this. It's not bitter or sweet. It's this thing. What does that word mean? Astringent. Is it astringent or stringent? Stringent. Astringent. Stringent. No A. Stringent. Strict, precise, exacting. Oh no, maybe it's astringent. Maybe it is astringent. Astringent. A chemical that shrinks or constricts body tissue. Yeah, it's like that. The skin on a persimmon, if you eat it and you don't go through this freezing to thawing process, the skin is an astringent, and your lips will actually stick to your teeth. It is fucking a horrible sensation. It is so fucking bizarre. It is the weirdest. It's you know what else is like that? Banana peels are like that. If you ever bite into a banana peel, it's an astringent. It like everything in your mouth starts sticking to itself. Not like sticking like sticky. It's like it gets so dry. It's bizarre. So those bell pepper ones, I put in the freezer and then I put to the fridge, and it's absolutely nuts. I don't know anyone else who does that, but it's crazy. It's so good. My kids love it. I pull one out, and before I'm done slicing it, everyone's eating it. It's just like ice cream. And then the ones that look like apples, the ones that are look like little pumpkins, those I peel with a knife. I just have a knife and I peel it like a little old Armenian lady. And once it's peeled, I just slice it, and I eat it like jicama, or like how you would eat apple slices. So, and I wash all the fruit before I put it in those ones that look like bell peppers. I have a vegetable brush, and I scrub them all down, just with water in that brush, and then I dry it with a towel, and then I set it in the freezer. So that way it's just ready to eat and the skin's clean. Because the skin will have all sorts of weird shit on it. Like, because the trees are outside, bird shit on it or just whatever. Birds love the persimmon trees. They're all over the fucking place, taking little bites out of the persimmons. Oh, I should say something about lipstick too. Color Stay lipstick is like that. So weird. Oh, interesting. I was ripping red lipstick the other day, ripping it. And someone was saying, no, you redheads could use it. And people were saying all this stuff. Well, in this movie, The Substance, one of the main characters wears red lipstick, and she pulls it off. My wife pointed it out to me. She goes, what do you think about her red lipstick? I didn't say anything. I didn't admit to my wife I was wrong. I just stayed quiet. But my wife was right. That chick pulled it off. I don't know how. I don't know. And she's supposed to be a hoe in there. So I'll give myself a little latitude on that. I did say that only hoes wear red lipstick. And she's a hoe in there, but it works. She looks good. Yeah, it can be done. Yeah, you're right. Yep. She pulled it off. It was crazy. The rest of her lipstick's just a complete shit show, this chick in the movie, but the red lipstick works. Judy Reed, I haven't worn makeup in so long that I went to put on some eyeliner the other day and I poked my eye out. Oh no. And it crumbled and dried up. Oh, that's good. If I was a chick, I'd probably do eyeliner. Yeah, she pulled off the red lipstick. It was crazy. Oh, was it you, Chris, who was defending red lipstick? Yeah, you win. Yep. And this chick is really fair-skinned in the movie. So there you go. Jeremy World, Judy's a natural beauty. Yeah, that's true. What's this mean? Triple B. Okay, I'm back. What did I miss? What's triple B? I wear a little makeup to do videos these days, just blush and mascara, nothing else. Okay, that's the makeup talk. I thought this was important. I don't know why this freaks me out so much, but I'm going to tell you this does freak me out a lot. This is I cannot remember when we saw was it Doug Emhoff and Jill Biden kissed on the lips? Is that what is that? Do you remember that? It was like do you remember that video? Kissing on the lips is I don't kiss anyone on the lips except my wife, like nobody. Not my kids, like nobody. I think kissing on the lips is pretty fucking intimate. But maybe it didn't used to be. I worked with a guy who used to try to kiss women on the lips, and the guy was not he was not a pervert by any means. He was not a creepy guy. He was not a he was borderline. He was like the most non-binary guy I knew. He was a gentleman. He was not a sexual creature. He didn't vibe. This guy didn't vibe at all. He was like, you know, Rich Froning has like no sex vibe to him. It was like that. Just like, you know what I mean? You know, like Enola Kai, Enola Kai is just oozing, just fucking jump on this cock. Where Noah Olson's like, you're not even sure if he has a cock. You know what I mean? You think Rich Froning has sex vibes to him? No, I think he has none. Maybe it's because I've been around him so much. Like he doesn't vibe people. He doesn't vibe anyone at all. He got like boundaries. On Yola Kai, it's like, man, like you don't even want you like if your wife's next to him, like might fall and she might get speared by that thing on accident. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like there's no yeah, but on Yola Kai, it's like I mean, he's like just like testosterone's dripping off of him. Like you could find him in a forest if he got lost. It's just oozing off of him. But this is I was this was kind of making my skin crawl a little bit.
Thank you.
I mean, this is crazy. That chick's smart. She leans in with the cheek. That chick's like, don't fucking kiss me. She made him. And then he kisses up her arm. She made him kiss like by his ear. He held that lady's face. What the fuck? He held one lady's face. He put his arm around another lady. What is going on here? What the? Oh my God. I can't even be that close to a woman without chubbing up. This is amazing. I used to watch this show. I don't remember this as a kid. He's just crushing it. That chick's they're leaning over. That chick opened her mouth a little bit. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Yeah, I mean, yeah. All right, fair enough. He was famous for that? You don't remember it? I think that dude may have killed himself, Richard Dawson. I think he may have committed suicide. God, it's so he double fucking kissed that chick. What the fuck, dude? I double kiss my wife sometimes. I'd say once a week I go for like the double kiss. Like I'm not usually it's because I wasn't happy with the first one. Like the execution of it. Like I missed or something. Or if I sent she pulled away, like I punish her with another kiss. Fuck you. Did you pull away? Here, take this. Dawson died of esophageal cancer. No shit. What didn't let me see. Family Feud killed himself. I probably should have typed in suicide. Oh, Ray Combs portrayed him. No. Family Feud. I better put in suicide. Suicide. Ray Combs. Ray Neal Combs Jr. was an American stand-up comedian, actor, game show host. He began his professional career in the late 1970s. Oh, I don't really remember him. Anyway, what's more important than the fact that that's freaking me out is like it shows like some sort of. I mean, there was a cultural shift somewhere. The other Family Feud host had major mental issues and hung himself in a mental hospital. Anyway, big cultural shift. I don't think that flies today. I don't know. Is there anywhere that's going on today? Maybe I'm just maybe I'm tripping. Yeah, I mean, mhm. Mhm.
There is only one wealth in your life. Listen to me carefully. There is only one wealth in your life. Things that you wear, things that you stored up, this is not your wealth, this is just a headache. The only wealth that you have in your life is the profoundness of your experience of this life.
There's only one wealth. All the other shit you own is just headache. You know, like the lawnmower in your garage. It hasn't worked in a year. It's just in the way. You spend 5 minutes a week pushing it around to get it out of the way of something else. You know, all that shit. The hamper full of clothes that need to go to the dry cleaner that have been sitting in there for a year because you haven't made the trip to the dry cleaner. 4 pairs of pants and a shirt that needs a button, a jacket needs a zipper. Your kids' stuffed animals that you're saving for some fucking dumb reason. All that shit. You have 3 cars, you only drive 1, but you're paying registration and insurance on the other 2 because you keep thinking that you're going to get them to work, that you're going to give them away to your kids. I had this truck. I told you guys about this. I had this truck that I got in 1990 when I graduated from high school. It was a stick shift, a Toyota 4x4, and I was going to save it for my kid. It ended up getting stolen in front of my dad's house. I was just saving it and saving it and saving it for like 10 years. It ends up getting stolen in front of my dad's house. I'm paying insurance and registration on it for 10 years. It fucking gets stolen. Well, first it gets its catalytic converter stolen. So there's that. And then a few years later, it gets stolen. And then it gets stolen from me, but I need to pay $1,000 to get it out of the impound yard.
How profound is it? Is it profound enough that every moment
How profound is your life?
is overwhelmingly beautiful for you, or is it a lousy drama that's going on? If you have a lousy drama going in your head, don't blame your family, your God or your dog. It's just that you're a bad director. You just have to fix that. There is only one wealth in your life.
When I read that, I had this memory. I was in a slum in… Not when I read that. When I saw that video, I was in a slum in some South American country. I don't remember. Where all the homes are… it's out in the middle of like a jungle. It's weird. I mean, you're in South America and you're in a slum, but it's not like slums of India where everyone's piled on top of each other. It's like every home is like an acre away from the other home. And all the roads are dirt roads and there's dogs running around everywhere. And the homes are like, you know, they're made of like 10 different materials. Part of the home's cardboard, parts wood, parts cinder block. All the trees around are fruit trees, wild fruit trees, mango trees, avocado trees, just all that crazy shit. I can't even really explain this neighborhood. We have nothing like it in the United States. Lots of it was Central America. I was in Central America. A lot of Central America is like this. Just neighborhoods full of dirt roads and can't even really explain it. No one's fully clothed. None of the men are fully clothed. Like everyone's always missing something, shoes or a shirt. There's no clean clothes. Everyone's in dirty clothes. Definitely no fat people. And there was a house we were visiting, and there were twins there, and they both had some sort of encephalopathy. Is that what it's called? Encephalopathy? They had brain shrinkage. This woman had these two twins, and they looked like Beetlejuice. They had these regular bodies, but these little tiny heads. They were retarded kids. And so the kids are 5, 6, and they have heads the size of fucking grapefruits. When I say kids, they're probably like 14 or 15 years old. And they look really ethnic, like really crazy, like Native American Latin looking. And I go outside to get an establishing shot of the house. You know what I mean? So I can cut away to it later. Like I'm filming inside the house, like making this little mini documentary on it. And I go outside the house to get an establishing shot, and I kneel down in the middle of the road with my camera to get a wide shot of the house. And all of a sudden, I feel like this burning in my pants and on my back and just all this fucking burning everywhere. And I look down, and I've kneeled down on a some sort of ant hill. And I run like 30 feet away. I put my camera down. I take off all my clothes, so I'm just in my underwear. And the guy I'm with that owns the company that the company was called Vitamin Angels, and we were taking vitamin A to malnourished children. And the guy starts yelling at me that it's fucking inappropriate that I got fucking naked in this road. And I'm like, I'm not having any of it. I'm in like fuck you mode. I'm just standing there in my underwear like fuck you. I don't give a fuck, dude. No ants on me. I'm not being bitten. I'm away from my clothes. Anyway, when he said, did you live a profound life? Yeah, fuck. My life's crazy profound. Trying to think if I've ever attacked by ants besides that. My dog took a shit on an anthill once and got attacked by ants. Little tiny 14-pound dog I had. Yeah, fire ants are not fun. It was crazy. I must have got bit fucking 100 times. If you told me I got bit 6 times, I believe you. If you told me I got bit 6,000 times, I'd believe you. I turned those clothes like inside out and right side in like 30 times before I put them back on, just standing out there. And of course, no one in the fucking neighborhood cared. They had way bigger problems than some fucking random dude in his underwear in their village. Like they cared. But the dude I was with was like, this is very inappropriate. Go fuck yourself. I really like the guy, but anyway. If you feel like your life is not profound, go stand on an anthill. Would you rather be bit once by a snapping turtle or by 50 ants? 50 ants. Snapping turtle. That sounds horrible. And I was thinking, like, when Taylor, I also thought when Taylor wore that Trump hat and he went from wherever he lives, North Carolina or South Carolina, to California, and he wore the Trump hat as he crossed the country, that must have been so fun. Like, what a cool, intense, what a free, intense experience. You don't need to do drugs. Just wear a fucking Trump hat. Walk around with a Trump hat. Uh-oh, I have a text from my wife. I wonder if I'm in trouble for the sex talk. Oh, shit. She's trying to get me to go to Pilates again today with her. I don't know. I want to go. I just don't want to. I just don't want to go. I'm trying to think what it's like. Is there anything you want to do, but you just don't want to do it? I'm trying to think. I guess a lot of things can be like that sometimes. Half the shit my kids ask me to do is like that. I want to do it, but I don't really want to do it. I want to do it for them, but I don't really want to do it. You want to play Uno again for the 37th night in a row before we go to beds? Yeah, I want to do that with you. I don't really want to do that with you. I mean, I want to hang out with you. Do it. She's wanting to bond with you. There's no fucking bonding in Pilates. It's 10 minutes of fun and 15 minutes of just holding on for dear life. Christine Young, I go to Pilates once a week, but the women are so unfriendly. These women in this class are not unfriendly. It really just reminds me of CrossFit. Like everyone's just hanging on for dear life. Like no one has time to, you're not worried about anyone else. Yeah, Sevi asked for sex on demand. Haley asked for Pilates. Jesus. I like doing laundry. I'm gonna go with the laundry. I have the laundry thing is very delicate issue at my house because I like to wash with Tide Pods and my wife uses like all natural shit. And when she does the wash, I tell her, do not use my Tide Pods to do the wash. When she washes my clothes, she uses Tide Pods. And every time I say, don't use Tide Pods, I thought you used Tide Pods. I'm like, I use Tide Pods. I thought you used Tide Pods on your clothes. I'm like, no, when you wash my clothes, like for some reason, I don't want her washing my clothes. When she does the wash, I only want her to use her dumbass natural shit that doesn't get the clothes clean, even if it's my clothes. And I think the reason why is because when I use the Tide Pods, I use triple rinse on it. 1, 2, 3. I hit that button 3 times to rinse out all the chemicals. I don't know what the fuck she's doing. Ryan, wow. David, I know you like to call things gay, but here we go. How about this one? Ryan, I switched to baking soda and vinegar 2 months ago. Will never use detergent again. No shit. Ryan, I bet you, I'm willing to bet $500 my wife just saw that comment, and tomorrow fucking we have baking soda and vinegar in the laundry room. Yeah, you wash with dissolving plastic? Yeah, I know. That's why I use the triple rinse. So why don't you just not buy the Tide Pods at all? Because I want to use them. But they have to be used in a certain way. Oh, you have to soak your clothes? I have all sorts of, I don't just go up to the machine and like I don't just go up to the machine. Like every time it's like a science when I wash. I look at how much clothes I put in. I put in maybe 3 pods, then I pull out 1, or maybe I put in like 3 bleaches and 1 Tide Pod. Like I'm always like just like assessing. And then I'm not sure should I do super soiled, medium soiled, light soiled, extra spin, not extra spin, how many rinses? Like every time I'm like a fucking chemist. I'm like a rocket science up there. Rocket science, a rocket scientist. I don't just it's an art form to me doing the wash, pushing the buttons, turning the knob, making sure all the clothes are separate in there. I've reached the point in my life where I don't like to do my coloreds and my whites together. And the reason is not for me, it's because I want all my kids' whites to be really white. I'm not worried about myself. I tell my kids Tide Pods are hormone disruptors and their eyes roll every time. Yeah, that's my wife says that too. I think she's right. Do you bleed once a month too? Great. Bob, my machine is on off. Dude, I so know your machine, Bob. Bob, listen, buddy. You still have a top loader, I bet. And you have like rust around the edges, right? Where the metal is on your lid. And that thing you pull, and you probably have, instead of push button electronic, you have that thing you pull out and it clunks. It's like changing gears on a Harley Davidson or shifting gears on a tractor. Clunk. And then you have 3 buttons, small, medium, large. And then you have cold, warm, or hot. I know your machine. You've had it for fucking 50 years. You got it on sale at Home Depot. You do not have a front loader. Shut the fuck up. You're straight in the top. That fucking metal rusted lid. Tell me you have a front loader. You don't even know what a front loader is. Bob, you don't even have matching washer and dryer. It's like 2 different brands, probably. I wouldn't be surprised if Bob has one of those ones where you put the quarters in it. He charges himself for doing the wash. You probably bought one of those used from an old dry cleaning place, the ones where you put the quarters in and you just leave the bottom open. So you put the quarters in and start it and then get the quarters out. You just have quarters in there. Bob has a galvanized tub. Oh, shit. Bob's washer has a like paper towels folded up under one of the fucking corners so that it doesn't rattle. I know exactly what your washer and dryer look like. Your dryer, twice a year, your dryer catches your clothes on fire. Books, sorry, books, not paper towels. Yeah, small books. Thank you. Bob sits on the washing machine when it's running. Oh, shit. Oh, Scott, low blow. Low blow. Not cool. Bob's washer and dryer is how CrossFit Inc. does media. Come on. Not cool. All right. What was the name of the show? Laughs. Fuck God. This is the God portion of the show. Here we go. We did some laughs. Back to God. Okay, here we go.
Hey, what is your deepest fear, young man? Go on.
Why I keep saying that? What's your deepest fear? What that mean?
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Sir, I just want to say thank you. You saved my life.
Hey,
I
what is your deepest fear, young man?
when I saw that this morning, I sent it to someone. I don't normally do that. Like the first person who popped in my head, who there's a guy I know, and when I'm around him, it's like that. And I immediately sent it to him. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta send this to Jim. Let me see. Did he respond? No. Maybe he's asleep. Oh, what am I gonna do about this? Man, so many people want to go to Greg's thing. What am I gonna do about this? So this guy says he called into the show, and while he called into the show, Greg invited him on the show or to his house. Normally, Greg's so good with follow through on all of that stuff. He usually pays for everyone and brings everyone out who he said he would. But he just did it. I just think he's feeling really nervous about this. This up. All right, you have to figure all these out. What thing? You know, I have this pet peeve that my dad does. He's like, move that thing over to this thing. And the other day I did that to my son. I'm like, hey, they wanted to go into a store and get, we were at a coffee shop and they wanted to go in and get something. I can't remember what, egg sandwich or something. And I was sitting outside and I gave him my credit card and he's like, I can't do that. I'm like, yeah, you can. Just put this thing on that thing. My son's 8. He goes, he goes, that's a horrible description. Put this thing on that thing. I'm like, wow, turned into my dad. It was crazy. I'm like, I am so sorry. I'm like, see this little symbol on here? You know that quick pay symbol on your credit card? I'm like, see that little symbol? I don't know what it's called, but you're going to see a matching symbol on that box in front of the register. I don't know what that's called either. I'm like, so take this symbol and touch it to the other symbol and it'll pay for it. So when you say what thing, Greg's having an event at his house in January. It's a broken science test of a seminar he's been working on for years and years and years. Bob, Sevon, most of us turn into our dads. Oh. Oh, so we kind of have the my biggest fear is I'm going to wake up late to watch Sevon podcast and interact with the Sevonistas. Yeah, that's mine too. That's probably one of my biggest fears right now, missing a podcast. Okay. This one I wasn't sure. I think this is this is like, I really like, I don't usually share these kind of skits on the show. I just really like this skit. I don't know if this translates to the show. I probably do a ton of shit that doesn't translate to the show that I think does. And you guys just deal with it. but I really like this skit. It's a guy in his car ordering food at Chick-fil-A. You know how like they run such a tight ship over there, you don't even have to wait till you get to the window if the line's really long at lunchtime. At Chick-fil-A or In-N-Out, they'll have like the kids out there by your car taking order with like those wireless devices. And I saw this skit and I just loved it. Here we go.
Okay, so we got the 2 chicken nuggets and then the number 1 that's going to be $22.50 at the first window.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Or my pleasure. My pleasure. I said my pleasure. I said my pleasure, right? Fuck, dude, you gotta let me in. I said my pleasure. I said my pleasure. You can ask him. I said it. I said it. Oh, you can. I said it. I said my pleasure. I said it. I said it. I said my pleasure.
So that was 2 chicken nuggets and a number 1. That's going to be $20.55 if you just pull around to the front window.
What happened to the other guy?
So there was no other guy, but if you just pull up, your food will be ready.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Okay, so
And all it's so good. It's so good. Even when the car pulls up, that's like a sound effect they had to put in post-production, right?
we got the 2 chicken nuggets and then the number 1 that's going to be $22.50 at the first window.
Okay.
And they framed it so you got the American flag back there, whatever flag that is.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Or my pleasure. My pleasure.
Yeah, his hand gesture. My pleasure. My pleasure.
I said my pleasure. I said my pleasure, right?
Yeah, you see hear the car screech and pull up, you know there's a problem. They give you an audio cue that, oh shit's about to go down. Wait. You've been hanging around the kids too long. I've been to Chick-fil-A a few times, maybe. I don't know. I went to the one by the. Well, let me finish watching this. I'll tell you about my Chick-fil-A.
Fuck, dude, you gotta let me in. I said my pleasure. I said my pleasure. You can ask him. I said it. I said it. Oh, you can.
They put a bag on his head.
I said it. I said my pleasure. I said it. I said it. I said my pleasure.
So that was 2 chicken nuggets and a number 1. That's going to be $20.55 if you just.
How the guy looks out the window at him. God, so good. So good. Okay. I went to a Chick-fil-A in I went to a Chick-fil-A in Colorado. And I went to a Chick-fil-A in San Diego probably like 3 times, the same one. North County. And I can picture this other one that I've been to also. I don't know what state I was in. I'm going to go with 5. I've been to Chick-fil-A 5 times. It's kind of just whatever for me. I need the sauce. I dip it in the whatever spicy sauce they have. It's 2. I get the chicken sandwiches and then throw the bread away. I usually get 2 of them. Get this. I think I've only had 1 thing there, and it's so dry. There's like 2. It's like just a dry piece of chicken and 2 pieces of bread with like 2 pickles in it. So I have to get hot sauce and then like throw the bread away and dip it in there. That's my Chick-fil-A. And everyone's always nice. Very nice. And then there's this. And this was posted 5 days ago. I can't believe this is real. I don't know why liberals are so comfortable with abusing their kids and using their kids as accoutrement for virtue signaling. This is I don't even know what to do about shit like this. This is in Portland at a bowling alley.
Hey, I'm Amanda, and come with me as 80 of my COVID cautious friends go bowling in Portland, Oregon. We were super thrilled to have Kingpins open before hours for us and agree to mask. We had about 80 people, including kids of all ages and adults, come out and join us this morning from 9 to 10:30. Check out those Aranet numbers. That's because we had purifiers up the ass. We also
Can you say that if you're a libtard? We had purifiers up the ass. They opened a bowling alley so 80 people could come in early who wanted to wear masks.
had this adult only section that was really great. Here are a bunch of adults who are in a separate area away from the kids. And but we had tons of kids, and they were all having a great time. There were ball ramps. It was completely accessible. We were able to accommodate people who needed.
Let me say something about that too. If you take your kid bowling and you use the gutter blockers, you're a moron. That's just it. If anyone wants me to explain that to you, I will, but I don't think it needs explaining. If you're putting things, I don't give a fuck if your kid's 1 or 2 or 3 or 10, or if it's your fucking grandma. If you're using gutter blockers, you are a loser and you should not even be bowling. I don't care. They're stupid. They're completely stupid. No, gutter blockers are not for scale athletes. I don't know if you meant that to be mean or not, but if you meant it to be mean, then I agree with you. Gutter blockers. How about just let your kid fucking throw it in the gutter so he can learn? No, Mike, that is not correct. Gutter blockers are like not returning shopping carts. Not even close. Nice try. Bowling with my kids is so much fun because I suck and I still beat the shit out of them and talk shit and drink the whole time. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'm going to go bowling today with my kids while my wife's at Pilates. Gutter blockers are Ozempic. There we go. There we go. Oh, I'm going to teach you that you can throw the ball, and that the whole part of the game is that on either side, the whole part of the game is about on either side of the lane. If you can't keep it out of those gutters, you don't get pins. But I'm going to take that element out of the game. Loser. You are everything what's wrong with the world in one simple game of bowling. I don't know what bumper pool is, but yeah, it's like you ever play pool with your friends in high school, and there's a kid every time he scratches, he grabs the ball before it goes in there. No. Screw you. I went bowling a couple months ago for the first time in years. I bowled 3 games, and I injured myself. That's all I know. I was like, wow, I'm old. I was using a 15-pound ball. I was going back and forth between a 14 and 15-pound ball. I thought that was crazy until some guy showed up with like a 19-pound ball. I'm like, I'm a beast. I just picked the heaviest ball just because I thought that made me manly. But I guess I guess real bowling balls are heavier than 15 pounds, but bowling alleys don't supply those. Yeah, I was probably wearing leggings. I drank the grossest drink from the bar there. God, it was disgusting.
Extra space or specific conditions. We were really well spread out here, and like these lanes have like bumpers that come up for individual.
If I went bowling with my kid and he threw the ball sideways like that, straight at the gutter, I would just go out there and spank him. Just right there in the bowling alley. Just go out there and spank him. So they let that kid through a side fucking. My kid was bowling like this, and I fucking lost my shit. My wife had to fucking calm me down. My kid was bowling. One of my kids, I can't remember which one it was. I think it was my oldest kid, Avi, was bowling like this. He let the ball go like this. He let the ball go. Look at my hand, people. He let the ball go like this. If you don't go up there and fucking yell at your kid and unfuck him right away, that's fucking abusive. You're going to let your kid bowl like this? You're not even a fucking parent at that point. There was a dude we were with who was like the most masculine dude, like in the party. You know what I mean? There were like 6 dads there. And he's the most masculine dad. Like he beat up all the other dads. Like this dude could go like that to me and kill me. Dude carries a gun. He's like, anyway, he was fucking bowling like that. I think my wife said, but so-and-so's bowling like that. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Bowl like this. And while the bowl's going down the bowling alley, it's spinning towards you. I'm like, I just walked up, I'm like, you will not bowl like that. You will not bowl like that. You can throw the ball, you can spin it, you can underhand it. I don't give a shit. You ain't gonna bowl fucking back like this. The kid be like a fucking retard. Bowling like this is tantamount to the kid in the 2nd grade who pulls his pants down to his fucking ankles when he's at the urinal. Yeah, I like CK. Like, yeah, look at this. I roll that shit hard, fast, and straight. There are no bowling alleys in Trinidad. Hey, Sabir, why in a bunch of your videos I'm seeing you wear a mask all of a sudden? What's going on in your country? You guys got to wear masks? Are you guys masking there like this, like these retards? Are you guys masking there? What's going on? Are those old videos? I wanted to repost something you did, and I'm like, I can't repost something with a guy wearing a mask.
Individual bowlers, it's a completely new
Look
world.
at, can you imagine putting that on your kid? Look at that thing. How to produce a COVID cautious event.
And this really charming bowler was explaining that you can't hear her because of the mask and the noise, how she hasn't been bowling in years and she doesn't, and her brother don't get to do this sort of thing all that often. And she's showing you the nails she got done at the Manny Petty event we did on Friday. And then
The narrator's explaining how you can't hear the kids because they're wearing masks. I mean, it's Portland, dude. It's fucking Portland. Oh, that was 2021. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Fair enough. I thought it was because I saw it in a recent post of yours. I was like, what's going on? Fair enough. Portland's what a shit show. Okay. I don't know what section this is. I don't know if this is laugh, fuck, or God, but this one, for some people, now is a good time to take a break from the show, go use the bathroom, check on your kids. This is not going to be for everyone. Okay. This is going undercover to Planned Parenthood convention. This is some disgusting shit. You're not. This is like the lady burning in the subway and no one doing anything.
Guy is brave for going undercover and getting these ladies to actually say this.
We're looking for livers and cardiac. I can get you without any difficulty at all.
So this footage is being filmed by an undercover journalist. He goes to the National Abortion Federation's commercial trade show. This is being hosted at one of the biggest Planned Parenthoods in Texas. And this journalist is here to talk business.
Not every time I do a meet and Genie, I'm like, oh, there's some love. Yeah, you already know.
And this lady is Dr. Ann. She's the chief medical officer of this Planned Parenthood. And Dr. Ann is in the business of selling baby parts.
You have to come and play with our tissue. See if it's cool enough for you. I like tissue. We have a lot of it.
And they're all like, yeah, that's pretty profitable too. We get 5 to 6 samples a week.
Most weeks, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There's 5 samples a week. So I have 2 providers who go up to 24 weeks, and Ann is one of the providers.
This lady is named Tram, and she's the vice president of abortion access at Planned Parenthood. And Tram's about to tell us how she loves freezing conjoined twin babies as prize specimens to look at.
We had 17-week twins in the freezer because we're waiting for funeral home to pick them up. They were like the most intact. And I was like, it's really cool though. There's like 3 legs
Yes, she knows what she's doing is psycho.
I'm like, yeah, I could like a leg for you. I'm like, oh shit. If other people were to hear me, they'd be like, you're fucking evil.
Now, you might think that this is illegal and this stuff varies in all states. Well, it is, but they have their ways of getting around that.
If I'm doing a procedure and I'm in fear that it's about to come to the umbilicus, I might ask for a second set of forceps. Pull the body at the cervix and pull off the leg.
Oh, so you gotta, okay.
So it's not.
Right.
What she's talking about is a partial birth abortion, where the baby is being birthed, legs out, and as the head and neck are still in the womb, they snip the back of the neck and suck the brains out.
When you have patients who like cooperate, some of them are just like, and there's good dilation, it's just like one pass, and the truth of the matter is that.
After this convention, the undercover journalist writes a contract offer to Tram. We'll give you $750 for the baby's liver and $1,600 for the liver and thymus paired. Tram's all on board, and she forwards it to her higher-ups. Now, this was led by an organization called the Center for Medical Progress, which was founded by a journalist named David Delighted. After these videos were released, David's house was raided by the state, and they took the video footage of the crime that Planned Parenthood has been involved in. Planned Parenthood is still funded hundreds of millions of dollars by your taxes every year. Planned Parenthood needs to be defunded. This guy is brave for going undercover.
Dude, there's got to be something wrong with our society that there's people doing this. This can't be. This can't be. This can't be. Those women's profession are killing babies inside of. So they go to do the abortion and they realize that it's a viable kid. And so they rip it apart before they pull it out so they can get through some loophole of selling the pieces of the kid. Like, what the fuck is going on? She's saying that shit out loud. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. I need that explained to me like I need this explained to me. All the big brains in the chat, gather around your TV. I really need this explained to me. Someone explain this to me. I am not understanding this at all.
We work many different ways, but perhaps the most common is that we will identify a third world country that has resources our corporations covet, like oil, and then arrange a huge loan to that country from the World Bank or one of its sisters. However, the money never goes to the country. Instead, it goes to our own corporations to build infrastructure projects in that country, power plants, highways, industrial parks, things that benefit a few rich people.
That's the part. So what he's saying is that they find really poor countries that have shitloads of fucking resources, let's say oils and minerals and whatever. Then they get this country to borrow money, and then that money goes to corporations that fly to those countries and build massive infrastructure to extract those natural resources. And he's saying that that's bad for the country. How is that bad for the country? I don't get that. You're telling me that if ExxonMobil shows up to fucking some shithole country in Africa and starts building roads, housing, food centers, harbors, piers, all the things you need to get oil out of the ground, bring it to the ocean. You need lots of people. You need the infrastructure people, electricity. You're telling me that's bad for the country? Yeah, if there's money laundering, I get it. But he's not even saying that. This has happened in the 70s. We had numerous countries in perpetual debt. Why don't they just pay the loans back with all the taxes they're getting from all the fucking jobs it's creating? I just don't get how inherently that's bad. Who do they expect to build the infrastructure and pay for the infrastructure in that company? They don't want to get those natural resources and sell it and make money?
In that country, as well as our own corporations, but do not help the majority of the people at all.
Why doesn't it help the majority of the people at all? I don't get it. You want to pull oil out of the ground and it's going to create 5,000 jobs in a country and that's bad? I don't get it.
And yet the whole country is left holding a huge debt. And it's such a huge debt they can't possibly repay.
I don't get that either. How do you get left with a huge fucking debt? It sounds like just something went. I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's like why we went to Iraq. Dick Cheney was the CEO of Halliburton, and they did everything over there and made billions just to go to war on fake WMDs. How the poor don't get poorer? That's the part I don't understand. Well, how do the poor get poorer? So let me just use an example that's close to home. So I went to this football game in Los Angeles, and there's a stadium there, brand new stadium. So SoFi Stadium. And let's say the city paid. Let's say all the taxpayers paid for that, right? So let's say it cost the taxpayers, I don't know, $1 billion. Well, the night I went there, there were over 1,000 people working there. Fuck, dude, there were fucking over 500 people outside selling illegal fucking like Chicago Bears jerseys. There were easily 1,000 people working inside the place. Easily. And then think of all the people who got the thousands, tens of thousands of people who built the place and the jobs it gave them. I mean, it just something about this doesn't making $15 an hour. Is that bad? My first job was $4.25 an hour. I worked there for 5 years. When I left, I was making $22.50 an hour. Developing countries spent a record $1.4 trillion to serve their foreign debt as their interest costs climbed to a 20-year high in 2023. So okay. So what I'm hearing you say, maybe it's not the idea or the concept, but it's the amount of loan versus the ability to pay it back. Maybe something's going sideways in it. But I just don't inherently in this idea. It just doesn't seem. I don't see the chaos. I think this part that what Jeremy is saying, people don't like. Some people, something about the rich getting richer. I think some people don't like that. But man, that SoFi Stadium does not look like it's in a good neighborhood, and the fact that it creates a fucking 1,000 jobs or more. That's 1,000 less people on the streets doing crime. Imagine, I like this. Imagine if you bought your girlfriend a dress using money that is against your wife's name. You might have something there, but I don't get it. In Trinidad, there was a disproportionate take for the foreign companies. Well, that, I guess, is the problem. So taxpayers subsidize the stadium, and the billionaire owns the team and uses it to make money. Yeah, I don't have a fucking problem with that. Do you have a problem with that? So because look at how much you're leaving out of the equation. So taxpayers subsidize the stadium, right? So hey, look at all the other things we do. We build roads, and billionaires use the roads, and we build stoplights. And we build public schools. We build schools. Billionaires use those. So because they build a stadium, all of a sudden something's wrong with it. Maybe something's wrong with all of it. Fuck, I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't be building anything. Oh, we can build things, but rich people can't use them. Only poor people can. I don't know. Poor people can use the stadium subsidized by the government, by the taxpayers, but rich people can't. We all use the roads. We all can't go to football games. Yeah, and some people. Hey, listen, and some people can't afford. Well, you're right. I was gonna say, Storm. Some people can't afford to use the roads either. But you're right. In some way or another, all people use the roads, right? Because even if you can't afford to drive on the road, you're at least going to 7-Eleven and buying a fucking smoothie, a Slurpee that was brought there by the roads. But you could make that shit up about the stadium too. Just think of all the people that stadium employs. Maybe it's just like more what Sabir is saying. It's just not balanced. It's just not well thought out enough. I hate it. I hate it when people say the discrepancy in wealth is larger than it's ever been in the world. Because to say that without also saying that, hey, poor people have more now than they've ever had in the history of the world by fucking 10 million times is true too. The poorest people in this country have what the richest people had in this country 50 years ago. And the only reason why they have it is because of rich people. Airbags in cars, cell phones, big screen TVs, internet. You guys have fucking seen the internet that's like coming into someone's cardboard hut under a freeway in Los Angeles? Oh, we pay for it, and the owners get all the revenue. They pay for it too. Everyone pays for it. Everyone pays for it. Everyone gets to watch the football games. Everyone has an opportunity to get a job there selling hot dogs. Everyone has a place where they can take their kids. And hey, I ain't hating on you. I mean, I live a really good life, and I can't afford to go to a football game. I don't know who can afford to go to a football game. I don't know how anyone affords to go to a football game. I don't know how that shit even works at all, to be honest. So I ain't hating. Like I have to assume I'm a 1%er, and I can't fucking afford to go to a football game. I don't know who can afford to go to one. I have no idea. I don't know how anyone affords a fucking new car. I don't get it. I see an Escalade. I'm like, what the fuck do you do? I see a TRX. I'm like, what is that? How did you buy that? Yeah, I'm open to not understanding it. I just don't have a problem with rich people doing shit. It's called they're all in debt. Yeah, that would suck. I don't know how people sleep at night with debt. I would not. That would stress me the fuck out. I'm not made for that. The city, county, state pay for the stadium, meaning the people, right? The thought the tax money they will make off of it over the life of the stadium will be way more than what they paid for it. Oh, that's the concept. That's the idea. I heard this thing that most people don't have more than $400 to their name. The average American doesn't have more than $400 to their name. That would stress me out. I mean, if you have a job at Starbucks, does Starbucks have a 401k? Like if you work at Starbucks, do you get a 401k? Starbucks 401k. Does anyone know? Future Rose 401k. What happens to my Starbucks 401k when I quit? Oh. I don't know if 401ks are smart or not, but every job I've ever had, when they're like, there's that box, how much do you want to put in your 401k? I just like max, like most. I don't even need to see that money. Most. Yeah, Starbucks has good benefits. Yeah. Yeah, I just check most. Is that dumb, Sousa, that I do that? That I did that? I just check most. Like I don't even know. My wife knows. I guess my wife knows. So for the 15 years I worked at Starbucks, the 15 years I worked at CrossFit, whatever the most was, I just put it away every month. I don't even know where that money is now. I don't give a fuck. Hopefully my wife is like, got that shit. I should ask her. I'm scared. Some people are afraid to ask their wife for pussy. I'm scared to ask my wife where my money is. Next time I'm balls deep and I'm gonna be like, hey, what's going on with my 401k? Yeah. Sevi, do you pay off your credit card every month? I'm guessing you do. Yeah, totally. Here's the thing. I don't even look. You guys are going to fucking laugh me out. I don't even look at my credit card statements or any of that. I just send money like regularly to my credit cards. And like twice a year, I'll get a check back from my credit card being like, hey, you sent us $1,200 too much or something. And I'll be like, oh shit, my credit card must be paid off. Oh, you looked at my 401k a year ago and it looked good? Thank you, Sousa. I think Susan and my wife do all that stuff. Hey, Grandpa Sevi, did your episode get taken down? Which one? We've had a handful of episodes taken down. You're scared to ask her for anal. Dude, I'm scared that she would ask me for anal. Give it or take it. Yeah, see, here you go. Amazon is just an evil corporation, but also employs 1.5 million people. Can't see the big picture. I don't know if what you're saying is what I'm about to say, Jason, but yeah, that's the thing. It's all perspective. You want to complain about fucking working at Amazon 60 hours a week and they make you wear a diaper because you have to pee? Like, who I am, and I guarantee you who Suze is, we would have fucking loved those jobs. I would have fucking got a job at Amazon with Sousa there. We would have driven forklifts, and from when we were fucking 16 to when we were 24, we would be laughing. And every time we took a shit or piss in our fucking diaper, we'd laugh and fucking text each other how funny it is. And we'd stick it on the wall somewhere. Every once in a while, we'd take a shit diaper and mail it to someone instead of a PlayStation 3. And we would have saved every single fucking penny because we would have been fucking working our asses off living at our fucking parents' house or living in our cars. And then eventually we would have fucking changed jobs. And while we were there, we would have learned something. We would have been like, one day we'd be fucking at the bar after work at Amazon, Susan and I, and Susan would be like, hey, dude, where does Amazon get all that tape from that they tape the boxes shut with? I'd be like, I don't know. And Susan would be like, hey, let's start a company that sells that tape. And we'd sell that fucking tape and we'd get fucking rich. I wouldn't be fucking complaining that I had to wear a fucking diaper at work and they made me work 60 hours a week. Every job I worked, I always worked fucking Christmas. I wanted to work Christmas. Time and a half, I'm down. Double time, sign me up. Triple time, I'll do anal. Yeah, I don't have any sympathy for any of that shit. I don't have any like. Oh, I just got a text from my wife. I use triple rinse, dumbass. All right, fine. All right. Fair enough. For the record, I don't even believe her. Just so you know, I don't believe her. Triple rinse. She's probably scared to do triple rinse. Should I write that? Yo, bitch, come in here and lay on the couch. No, she should not be in the comments. I don't want my family anywhere near the podcast. Me love rich people. Wasn't there some like disgusting video a few years back? 2 cups and a woman or something, and a woman pooped in a cup or something. Wasn't that big on the internet? I found this one. This is what is this one called? This is called 2 retards, 1 room. This is absolutely amazing. My ex-wife took all the money. Oh. Man. 2 Indians and a fist. The best lesson my dad taught me is I had to save 75 cents of every dollar I made, paper routes, lawn mowing, selling stuff. College was 100% paid for me. Wow, that's hardcore. This is 2 retards in a room. This is wild here. So this is, I don't even know what these 2 creatures are. Give this a listen.
Who's taking care of your kids right now?
Excuse me, are you trying to shame a working mother
Not
of
at all,
4?
but you are.
Okay, so fat masked, non-binary chick, ass super feminist, libtard. Who's taking care of your kids right now? And she immediately jumps to being offended. These bitches are on the same team. And yet they get in a fight. They're like dogs behind a fence, barking at the enemy, and they start fucking attacking each other.
Who's taking care of my kids right now? What an anti-feminist statement to make. In fact, I have an amazing spouse who
Anyone
homeschools
who's
my children.
pro-choice,
But if
welcome
my
outside.
children were in daycare right now, who are you to tell me that I'm not a good mother?
Did you see that? How she jumped to that conclusion? She said, who's watching your kids right now? And this bitch has already jumped to, who are you to tell me I'm a bad mother? This is what it's like. These people are face to face, but this is what it's like having a fucking conversation on the fucking internet. Yeah, I want to know too, who the fuck is taking care of your kids?
Oh, you just asked who are taking care of my children.
I'm telling you, I didn't tell you you're not a good mother. Well, you just asked me who's taking care of your kids. So somehow that means she's not a good mother. I'm reading this wrong? Okay, good. Explain it to me. I thought that lady was a conservative. She thinks she's a conservative. I know so many fucking women like this. They think they're fucking conservatives, but they're straight fucking insecure female libtards. They can't get over the fact they can't figure out what they want to be. They can't figure out whether they want to be moms, power pussy, or intellects. And the fucking 3 are just always fighting with each other. Just because this bitch is pro-life, don't make her fucking conservative. Just makes her not stupid.
Would you ask a man that? Would you have asked
This is the shit. This is the shit when I would be like, when I would say to Stacey Tovar, hey, I don't like those shorts on you. I don't think that's your best outfit. And someone's like, would you say that to a man? Yeah, of course I'd say it to a fucking man. What the fuck are you talking about? When would you say that to a man? That's the first thing I would say to a man. Who's taking care of your kids at home? These are just zombies. NPCs on the conservative side. Yeah, I want to know. I want to know who's taking care of your kids, bitch.
man that? If a man was standing here, would you have said, who's at home taking care of your kids? No, you wouldn't. You asked me that.
You're telling me that's not libtard shit? Vittorio, explain it to me. You're telling me that's not libtard shit? As soon as you make it about male, female? This show has become quite aggressive for a Sunday morning.
Because I was a woman. That's anti-feminist. And that's when I lose my shit. So
You lost your shit at the fucking breakfast table when you fucking ate the 13th and 14th pancake. Sevon, the part you're missing about is that's how you got live cards with their work reactions. You do it well. The part you're missing about that is that how you got a live card with their work reactions. You do. I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Sorry, I tried. Anyway, okay, that's two retards in a room. It's fine. We've talked about Kwanzaa on the show before, right? You guys know the origins of Kwanzaa? Started by some black dude who's, I mean, he openly says this. You can go to the wiki page and look up Kwanzaa and then look up his name. He hated white people. He started Kwanzaa to be an anti-white, a celebration to compete with Christmas because, like, fuck white people and their fucking Christmas. This was in the 60s. He started it. And the guy ended up getting in trouble and went to jail. They found a woman chained down in his basement, and he'd been beating her with a toaster. You guys remember that story? That's the founder of Kwanzaa. And now liberals, white liberals, think it's cool to wish black people happy Kwanzaa, even though it's just made up by some fucking rando who hated white people who went to jail for having a woman chained in her basement. I think 2 women he had chained in the basement. Here's Nancy Pelosi. Happy Schwanza. Whatever you celebrate. This chick's hot. Sevi, are you going to defend H-1B visas now? I feel expert on fucking every subject. H-1B visas. H-1B. Trump says H-1B visa program is great. MAGA feud over it. Exclusive Trump supports immigration visas backed by Musk. I don't know what qualifies for an H-1B visa. H-1B status is available to a person who has been offered a temporary professional position by a U.S. employer. A bachelor degree or higher in a related area is the minimal education level required for a position to qualify for an H-1B status. So what is it like? Oh, this is like if you're you're an engineer and they bring you, you can get pushed to the front of the immigration line if you have an education from another country and you're getting offered a job here in the United States to take that position. Is that what it is? Is that what that is? H-1B visas pay foreigners. They get paid. H-1B visas pay foreigners to come work here for pennies on the dollar. It's a confessional gift for their big tech donors. God, I think you're fucking misrepresenting that. At least H-1B visas come and apply legally. Huge in IT industry. So this is all those dudes who work over the hill at Google. You're basically saying they need engineers that are well trained, and they harvest them and push them to the front of the immigration line, and they bring them from India. Yeah, I mean, off the top of my head, I don't have a problem with that. What are you saying? Are they taking jobs from Americans? You know, there was this thing I saw the other day. That Elon was having this problem in California. where he wasn't allowed to hire people unless they had a certain status of immigration to work at SpaceX because of the top secret nature the government said that the information that he had at SpaceX had there. So if you couldn't just come with just a regular green card or a regular visa, you had to basically show that you were going to stay in the country forever. Like you weren't allowed to go back to your country or something like that. I'm probably oversimplifying it. So he wasn't allowed to hire people unless they had a special visa because of the top secret nature of the work they'd be doing. But on the other hand, the same state had a law where he was required to hire people from diverse backgrounds, which he possibly couldn't fulfill and was paying penalties on because the fact that they had to have those special visas for top security clearance. Yeah, that's a great question. What's cheap in terms of tech careers? I mean, I don't know. I need to see the numbers. I don't have a problem if people are going to come stay in this country and want to work hard and we want to bring over smart people and brain drain other countries. I don't have an issue with that. I mean, I need to see the numbers. Seems like that there's got to be some happy medium for that, right? If people are going to be applying, listen, if we're going to let in 1 million people every single year with legal status in the United States, I'm all for picking a lot of smart people or picking people based on their career choices. So what's the story? Is the angle, let me guess, the angle of the media and the people who are upset are saying that Elon and Vivek are doing it just because they want cheaper people to work at their high-tech companies? I don't know. I don't know if I have an opinion on it. I need to know more. Oh, H-1B specialty occupations. H-1B specialty occupation worker, you may be admitted for a period for up to 3 years. Your time period may be extended. I mean, fuck, I think I'd want to keep those people for longer if they're specialty people. Like, be like, hey, you have to stay here for fucking 10 years. Mike McCaskey said when it's about 60 to 70% pay versus an American with education and training, it's not about the path to citizenship. Why would they pay those people less? That doesn't even make sense to me. Can't they be sued for that? Isn't that like discrimination? Isn't like you can't pay men and women different fees for the same work? Yeah, I mean, dude, the bar is set so low. They are vetted at least and not just pointing across the borders. It's actually the right that's upset that it's taking American jobs. Paul Kane, H-1B visas are great. I'm not worried about it. Small. I'm not worried about it. Small fry shit. Small fry shit. I'm not worried about it. I'm not at this point right here where I'm at. I'm not worried about anyone who's working. I'm not even worried about illegals that are working. I'm not worried about anyone who's working. Really, I'm not. If you're working, I'm cool. You good. Working, nonviolent, I'm good. I'm good with you. Paying taxes, I'm good with you. Good with you for now. Talking about H-1BC visas in a year. Do that. We'll do that in a year. Bring that up again in a year. All right. All right. It's always my best friends who call me during the podcast. What do you think my close friends think about the podcast? I wonder if I don't know. I don't know. I don't know a single. I'm trying to think if I don't know a single friend that listens to the podcast. I'm going to look at my favorites right now. only two of my favorites listen to this podcast, and I became friends with them through this podcast. So there's two people that I'm actually friends with. Like, by friends, I mean, you know what I mean? Like I actually give a shit like what about them. Like they could come to my house without telling me and sleep at my house. You know what I mean? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people. I guess my wife's on here. She listens to it. Half the people in my favorites, more than half, don't listen to my podcast. 1, 2, 3 of the people are 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4 people in my favorites of the 10 are family. Ouch. Thanks. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just, like, you can't, Stanley, you can't just go, maybe you could if you didn't bring your boyfriend. You can't just come knock on my door and be like, hey, can I spend the night? But like Sousa could, you know, and Sousa's my favorites. And Hiller could. Like, I wouldn't even care. Hiller could just come over and be like, hey, dude, I'm out front. I'm like, okay. And I'd be like, Haley, change the sheets on the kid's bed. Hiller's here. You know what I mean? I mean, you guys are my friends, but you're not my friend. Like, you can't just come over. Like, some of you are weird motherfuckers. Anyway, I don't know how so that they call me during the show. Because it's like they don't even know. These are people I talk to every day. They don't know. I wonder if you ask them if they like this show, what they'd say. I bet you most of them would talk shit about it. And they're still my friends. They're still my favorites. I still love them.
If a man and wife raise a child, they're less likely to end up in jail, but they have the same statistical chance as children raised by just their father. Girls with no fathers in the home have lower self-esteem. No father families more likely to be victims of abuse, especially with single mothers. Children with high BMI more often come from fatherless homes. Here's something: fathers have the fittest children. That was really interesting to me. The more opportunities a child has to interact with biological father, the less likely they are to commit crime or have contact with the juvenile justice system. Okay, another way to say that is men and women who are incarcerated, the population of the prisons mostly encompass fatherless homes. Now, here's something that no one else has mentioned, which I think is cool, and I don't really say this eloquently. If a man and wife raise a child, they're less likely to end up in jail, but they have the same statistical chance as children raised by just their father. If a man...
Which brings us to this. Do you think this chick here is good in bed? Yes or no? She's doing my head in. Sit down, bitch. Oh, I love her. She's great. No, you're crazy. You don't. Yes, thank you. No, you're dead. You guys are out of your mind. Yes, Judy. Yes. Wow, look at this. Wow. Bernard. I need to. Well, hold on. I'm gonna actually do a fucking manual poll here. I'm tripping. Okay. 1 yes, 1 no. Another no from David. Christine Young, a G's. CK, I'm gonna give you a yes. Olivia, no way. Jake Chapman, no way. Standy, no. Sousa, yes. Thank you, Sousa. Ashen, no. Clock, yes. She's a pleaser, yes. Thank you, Judy. Judy, you get 2 votes. No one else vote twice. Yes, she'd worship the cock. Thank you, Beaver Fever. A house with 2 fathers must be a really low chance. Okay, just a quick poll. The 7 no's and 6 yeses, and we got a double vote. We actually stuffed the ballot on our side. Judy got 2 votes. Wow. Wow. She can be a pleaser. That doesn't mean she's good. I don't know. I think that bitch is neurotic. She's crazy. Yeah. I like look at how her feet are just like perfect. Like look how she stands in that dress. Yeah, she's good. Anyway, there was probably some other point to the video. Probably have a dad around. Dads are good. You guys remember how Jethro called in the other day and told us about the guy who stabbed the guy fucking. Where's that article? I read an article about it. There was a guy stabbed a guy stabbed his mom upstairs. It sucks I don't have the article. But it's so obvious the article is written by like AI or something. It goes through the list of all some guy stabbed his mom in the apartment above Jethro's gym. Killed his mom, which is just crazy. Just think about doing anything mean to your mom. Just think about doing anything mean to your mom. Like, I'm trying to think of something like mean I would do to my mom. Like the meanest thing I could like ever think of doing to my mom was be like if she and I wouldn't do this, but if I were to do something mean, like let's say she was at my house and I got in an argument with her, the meanest thing I could do to her is not offer to back her car out of my driveway. And I still would. I wouldn't even do that. Like I wouldn't be able to sleep that night if my mom leaves my house, I get up, walk my mom to her car and back her car out of the driveway if she can't pull out forward. I just can't think of so this guy stabs and kills his mom. I don't know how he does that. But the article lists all these fucking crazy things he's been charged with in the past. Violence, attempted murder, theft, all this shit. And then 2 paragraphs later, it says he has no domestic violence history. I'm just like, dude, we've already established that this guy's a fucking complete... oh, here, someone sent it to me. This guy's a complete fucking psychopath. He killed his mom. He's got a... oh, yeah, here it is. You found the exact article I was talking about. Jeremy has a violent history of arrest going back to 2018. Those arrests include assault, criminal possession of a weapon, attempted murder, gang assault. And then 3 paragraphs later, it says, police say there were no previous reports of domestic violence history inside the home. It's like totally unnecessary. I don't give a fuck. Gang assault. What is gang assault? Is gang assault when that's like more than one dude beats up on another dude? Sevon, off topic. Book recommendations. Henry Ford, My Life and Work. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Henry Ford, My Life and Work. Oh, did they have a dad? No. Great question, Natalie. No dad. Sounds like him and his brother were adults living at home with their mom. Yeah, great point. Case in point. You guys like the man stuff? Do I do a lot of man stuff? I don't mean to do a lot of man stuff. Maybe I talk about man stuff because you speak about what most you need to learn the most about. You know what I mean? Oh shit! Did you call Jethro? I didn't hear it. I don't have the phone hooked up. Oh, here it is. Isn't that it? Like you talk about what you most need to learn or something like that? Isn't that the conventionalism? Please work phone. Please work phone. Please work phone. Please. Oh yes. Hey.
Yo, so I can tell you now, the guy went. He was baking for Christmas Eve night with his mother. He went out, he came back, stabbed her 4 times. Then he went outside and took the knife and put it into the ground and walked away and left the murder weapon there. Like a freaking psycho.
He stabbed his mom 1, 2, 3, 4 times.
Yeah, crazy.
When I have sex, I only thrust twice. How the fuck do you stab your mom? No, he wasn't black. Well, if he was black, he has a Mexican name. It's funny, when I saw the photo of him, he looked black, but his name's Mexican.
Yeah, he's just like a darker skinned Dominican guy.
Oh yeah, so the Dominicans are 50-50.
Yeah, it's like Puerto Ricans. You could be light, you could be dark.
God, you people in New York are so cool. It's not even like you don't have black or white. It's just like you're just on scales of darkness. It's so funny. That's what we should do. We shouldn't even have black or white. We should be just on scales. Seems a little
I
more
don't see black and white.
Yeah.
You know, the D's do, not the R's.
He looked big too in the photo. When I saw the cops escorting him, he looked like a big. Is he a big dude? Is he over 6 feet?
Yeah, he's at least 6'1". Because when I went up to him to talk to him, he was like way taller than me. But I'm only 5'10".
Hey, what kind of knife do you stab someone with? Like just like a kitchen, like a knife just she had at her house in the drawer?
Yeah, wooden handle, long blade. Yeah, there's a video. Just stuck it in the ground and kept walking away. And then, right before it got cold out, the landscapers came by and cleaned out the whole area where the entrance of the house was. My wife went back there, just boxes and boxes of Newport cases everywhere and trash.
Of Newport boxes? What's that, cigarettes?
Yeah, like a total animal just leaving. He lives there. He's leaving his cigarette boxes everywhere.
Hey, is the place vacant?
Yeah.
So the brother moved out. He's in jail, the mom's dead, and the brother moved out.
The brother's not around. The landlord actually asked me, has he come by? I'm like, nope. There's evidence tape on the door. I asked one of my members to help to check to make sure it's locked. He said, I checked, but that was so creepy, checking to see if it was locked.
Damn, dude, that's crazy. Hey, think like yesterday his mom was fucking probably slicing cantaloupe with that knife for her sons and putting it out on a plate. And the next day her son kills her with it.
Yeah, he creeped me out. I had to go talk to him, man. He was just released from jail in January. He's back in jail before the year's even done. He was charged with attempted murder.
I know. I read that. I'm just tripping on that. There's so many fucking dangerous fucking people out walking around.
But he scared a lot of them.
Dude, I saw this guy every day, every single day. Who knows if he had a knife underneath him or even a gun? Could have just went crazy and killed me.
Yeah. I'm going to throw rape in there too.
All right, bet. Good idea. What else could we charge him with?
I'm reading a text from my wife. She's defending the. I can't wait. I don't know what my wife's doing. I think she's. Remember, earlier I was doing that bit where I was beating up on that lady who was like saying you called me you would never say that to a man. My wife's like telling me she's on Vittorio's side. She's thinking I misunderstood that. I don't care if I misunderstood it. I still got my point across, even if I'm wrong. It's not about her. It's about my point. So there.
Yep. Tell her.
Yeah. I'm not gonna have sex with my wife for a week if she talks back to me again.
That'll show her. Take that, honey.
Yeah.
No sex for you.
Yeah. I'm gonna fucking shave my head and no dick for you. All right. Well, I'm glad you're gonna get new neighbors. I hope you get someone healthy and wise.
Seriously. Are you having a New Year's episode?
Yeah. Is that coming up soon? Oh yeah. I'll do something.
Sweet. All right, we'll be there.
All right, cool. Thanks, dude. Hey, thanks for calling in to Kill Taylor yesterday. Tell that guy I said thank you.
Yeah, you got 42 muscle ups.
Pretty
Our
impressive.
bad.
Pretty impressive.
It would probably take me an hour to do 42 muscle ups.
Yeah, and then you'd have no shoulder for a month.
Yep. Oh, I saw your video. Pretty good strict muscle ups from the seated position.
Yeah. I did a big line of cocaine before I did that.
Ah, that's the key. Nice. All right. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Later, dude. All right. Where were we? Men. Here we go.
You mentioned the dangers for boys who declare themselves men. You talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I did this mission training class in Kenya, Africa. And for about a month, I stayed with the Maasai tribe. They have a very clear ritual when they establish boys becoming men.
Mm-hmm.
And the grown men kind of steal the boys away. They're like 14 to 16 years old and they go lion hunting with spears. Bro, it's crazy. And when either you don't come back or when you come back, you're a man. And they asked me, so in your culture, when does a boy become a man? I thought, uh-oh. There's no agreed upon ritual or definition. And so for all of human history until about the last 100 years, there was only two classifications of male. There was boy and there was man. About the last 75 years, we have a new classification. Technically, it's called adolescent. I call it, it's just a dude. And a dude is a dangerous thing. My daddy used to always say that men are like a flatbed truck. They drive straighter with a heavy load.
Prolonged adolescence.
100%, man. And so physically, you're becoming a man, but you take none of the responsibility. Here's the thing. It takes a man to bestow manhood on a new generation of men. And if you don't know what a man is, then you've got boys trying to bestow manhood on other boys. And that is what toxic masculinity is when you try to define manhood by how much you consume. Like I got bigger muscles or a darker belt, or I can beat you up, or my truck's bigger, or I can drink more. No. A man, a biblical man, is a servant. Like Jesus, knowing all authority in heaven and earth have been given unto him, he gets up from the table to show his disciples the full extent of his love, and he washes their feet. I mean, I heard you say on a recent podcast that once you figured out that you were a servant and that was your primary role, then you can really step into what it means to be a man. So we're supposed to serve our children, our communities, our church, our wife. And we weren't given the strength that we have for our own sake. That's just arrogance, man.
I heard you mention the dangers for boys who declare themselves men. You talk.
God, this clip is so good. It's so layered. There's so much shit in it. It's like, holy cow, there's so much in it. You don't like that? Toxic masculinity? Laugh out loud, you idiot. This is so good. It's, you know, when I remember when Avi learned how to walk, and I remember looking at my wife being like, wow, this is fucked up. And she goes, why? I'm like, because he doesn't have the intelligence to be able to walk. Like there's too many, he didn't have the intellectual capacity to navigate the inside of our house when he knew how to walk. Like he knows how to walk, but he'll just walk off like the edge of a flight of stairs. You know what I mean? So he has a skill. It's like having a gun, walking around with a gun and never having any practice shooting it. No rules, don't know where the safety is, don't know whether that you're not supposed to sweep people with it, don't know that you're only supposed to point it at things you're willing to kill. It's like that. He's 13 months old and he's walking. And I'm like, holy shit. She's like, what? I'm like, he's bumping into shit. He'll walk off the stairs. It's just crazy. It's a steep. It was like that for like 3 months. And finally, when he's like 15 months, you're like, okay. It's like giving, it would be like giving like a 9-year-old a car. And I was as he's going down this thing about being a man, if you don't have the skill set to be a man, but you have the physical capacity to be a man, boy, that's a problem. Boy, that's a problem. And the servitude thing is really right. It's weird. I don't like the I don't like the word servitude because I think it pushes too many people away from it. But when you find your place and you're doing your servitude, you're completely free. And so that's why you do it. They come coupled. They come coupled together. So you don't have freedom until like you're just willing to just completely serve. And you're not in complete service until you're just willing to be completely free. And it kind of ties back to that other thing of like, don't be afraid to shine your own light. They're all really intertwined. But when you're free, when you're serving, you're completely free because there is no you're gone. You're out of the picture. And so servitude sounds like it's something hard or uncomfortable, but there's something like just incredibly selfish about it too. You just put all your shit on the fucking back burner. I wonder if that's why the athletes say they're doing it for God. I wonder if they're trying to like tap into that. Or I can't tell whether they're trying to tap into that. I know a lot of them are doing it for a protection mechanism. Like they're not that they're insincere, but they're faking it till they make it. Like, I'm doing this for God. I'm doing this for God. It's like they got the right notion. But then if they win, it's the glory of God. And if they lose, it's the glory of God. It's kind of the avoiding the discomfort of being all in and getting heartbroken. I don't know if young people can do that. I don't know if you can be in servitude when you're young. I don't even know if I would recommend it. I mean, it's good to be polite and respectful. But my servitude came at just the right time. It's okay to be just abundantly selfish as long as you're not hurting people for a portion of your life. Skill acquisition, development. Anyway, I really like that. I don't know. I never had anyone tell me that, hey, you're a man. I never had like anyone in my life be like, hey, I never had any, I don't know. I want to talk about that too, Vittorio, the humility thing. I don't know if I'm a big fan of humility. I might have to define that. Did you guys ever have anyone do that to you? Like your dad's like, okay, you're moving out of the house, you're going to college now, you're a man. Gonna be consequences, or like, I don't know. As soon as I saw this, I was like, shit, maybe I need to learn how to skin a deer, shoot a deer, skin a deer, and then need how to teach my kid that. I mean, I know that he's saying it's more as a servitude, but there's got to be some skill acquisition you need also to be a man. Something superficial. I kinda what's weird is I kind of never even really thought of myself as a man until I, like, saw that video. I was like, "Yeah, I guess I'm a man." I live a life of servitude. Uh, my dad used to take us to feed the homeless people Thanksgiving. Yeah, at that age, I don't know if that's serving. I mean, I guess there's a component of serving to it. For that, it's like, "Yo, motherfucker," like, it's education. At least teach them how to change a tire. I wanted to share this. I was telling Avi this yesterday. So yesterday I cleaned the I told Avi's like, hey, I don't have any more footage. So I got Avi a computer and I've been teaching him to edit, and he's really good with it. He'll sit down 4 times a day, and I'll sit down with him and we'll edit for like 10 or 15 minutes just throughout the day, every day. We've been doing this now for about, I don't know, almost probably 2 or 3 weeks. And he has a little GoPro and a little external hard drive, and we use Final Cut Pro. I had to fucking brush up on my skills again. Final Cut Pro is a trip compared to Adobe Premiere. And so I've been teaching him how to edit, and he's been editing on his own and importing the footage, and he's understanding the cuts, and he's understanding like the beats to the music, and where to get music from that's free and all that stuff, all that technical stuff. And he's like, hey, I'm out of footage. Well, will you help me do another story? I said, okay. I said, get your brothers and we'll take one of the screens off at the house and we'll clean it. We'll make that into a little movie, right? So he goes him and his brothers go into the bathroom, mine and Haley's bathroom. They open the window, they take the screen off, they clean all around the screen, they take the screen outside, they hose it off, they gently wipe it with rags, flip it over. They do the whole thing, right? And they put the screen back on. And I explained to him later in the day that that's how I do. So later on in the day, my boys and I are watching a comedian on Netflix. I forget his name. I'd never heard of the guy before. He's doing the comedy. he's doing comedy and he's standing in the middle of a stadium and the people are all around him. He has a weird name like Bagazzi or Bagaretz or something. And we're watching it. One of my sons goes, "This is so stupid. Why are we watching this?" And I was explaining to him that nothing I do in my life is compartmentalized. And I told him the story I told him about how yesterday we cleaned the screen. So we got something done for the house. We got a new skill. We got to hang out together. And we made a video that we're going to make and put on YouTube. Bergazzi, is that what it is? Bergazzi? Bergeritz? Bergazzi? Nate Bergazzi? Nate? Yeah, he was good. I mean, I watched only like 30 minutes of it. I only laughed once, but I enjoyed listening to him talk. It was cool. Nate Bergazzi? Yeah, it's worth it just came out in 2024. I think it's worth watching, at least the first 30 minutes. I like the Jamie Foxx thing too. Everyone tells me it's slow, but once you get past the first 20 minutes, it's great. Anyway, when I got this and I told him the story about this guy who's a Harvard professor. I wish I could remember his name, but he's an entomologist. And I've told you guys this story before. He's an entomology professor at Harvard University. He loves insects. He's an artist. He loves drawing, and he's a marathon runner. So what's he do? He goes up to his cabin, and he has a 26-mile loop that he runs. And every 7 miles, there's a place where he set a trap for bugs, like a pile of dirty bananas or a carcass of an animal. And he runs with his book, and he runs 7 miles. He draws a picture of the bugs. He runs to the next one. He draws a picture of the bugs. He runs to the next one, draws a picture of the bugs. So his whole life is like working in unison. None of it's compartmentalized. And when I worked at CrossFit, there were a handful of people there. There were only 6 or 7 people there. And I remember there were people there who I didn't understand it, but there were people there who would take vacations. Like they would leave for 2 weeks and go like on a surf trip. Or like when we would be out on a 2-week shoot on the weekends, they would like go visit tourist destinations at the places. And I'm like, I'm not fucking doing anything that's not related to CrossFit. Like I'm not, my whole life is one giant vacation because I made it that way. So if you're when you're a checker at 7-Eleven, you're not just a checker at 7-Eleven fucking going through the monotonous thing. You do something else there. Like every single person who comes up, you find some question you want to know about people and you ask all those people all that question. It could be something as dumb as like, hey, what are you going to do today? You ask that fucking 200 times in an 8-hour shift and then you take something from it. Then you write a poem about it later when you get home. Or you do a YouTube channel and you talk about what it was like talking to people at 7-Eleven that day. You never fucking harmony. Is that what that's called? Harmony. Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. That's a good word. Yeah, this is a great story. I want to do a whole show on this. I want to have a Spin on the show and talk about this. I want to have Spin and Hiller and Tyler. I need some big brains on the show to figure this one out. This is Clive is saying Hiller made a post saying regional sanctionals may be geographically restricted. This is a very, very, very interesting thing. And I know the conundrum and the paradox is, on one hand, I think the athletes are a complete joke, but I fucking love the athletes so fucking much. I love what they do. I love it that they come on the show. I can't be thankful enough that someone like James Sprague, with his dedication, comes on the show and talks to us. Can't believe what the example of a human being that Colton Merton sets for us. I just admire these people so fucking much for what they're doing. And I am concerned that some of them are really about to something really weird's about to happen to them that they're not going to like. It's going to bum them out. I mean, in the big picture, it's no big deal. It's not like they got aborted. But if the semifinals have restrictions on who can and can't compete there, which we don't know any of that stuff yet, and it collides with the Will Morad Fitness League, those people are going to be really bummed. Because at the end of the day, the Will Morad Fitness League is going to be just like Dubai or even Crash. Like there's going to be no fans don't go to those things. I mean, Crash was amazing online, huge numbers, great showcasing of the athletes. But the Will Morad Fitness League is going to have like 12 people in the stands, and they're all going to be the parents. And it's, I mean, even look at Rogue when it was in Austin. And then the games are going to roll around. You have to remember that 90% of those people at the fucking games are affiliate owners and their families who take one vacation a year to go to the games because they don't compartmentalize and they're going somewhere to network and write it off as a business expense. And August is going to be so fun again this year. I know all of us are all immersed in it and we see all the drama and shit, but it's going to fucking come around. And it's going to be the big, cool fucking Diddy party, and we're all going to go to it. Squirting oil all over each other. Some of these ding-dongs may fucking hose themselves. They're going to be bummed. You're going to be bummed. People like me who don't even get FOMO are going to have FOMO. What is that? FOMO is what? Feeling of being left out. Feeling of FOMO. Feeling of missing out. Feeling of missing out. Katrin got engaged, someone said. Yeah. Congratulations. Two thoughts on Katrin. I think it's really cool that Katrin and Annie and Sarah are competing together at Wadapalooza. I do really like that. I wish I could enjoy it. I wish I could enjoy it even more. But I'm excited. I am going to watch that. That'll be cool. That's probably, I'm guessing that's their last hurrah. I think, isn't Katrin pregnant? She's going to do that pregnant? Is she pregnant? Any couples that post as many pictures of them together that they do, I do see serious red flags though. I hope she knows what she's doing. I wish the best for her, but it is not a it is not a good sign. Perhaps the Will Morad Fitness League is just auditioning as a third party who should take over the CF on Game's behalf. They're so lost in their. Anyone who's just focusing on CrossFit as a sport is so lost. It's just truly unbelievable and unfathomable. And maybe I'm maybe I'm wrong. I want to be wrong. Would love it if CrossFit could stand as a sport alone, but like I'm not. So he's very handsome, to be fair. Yeah. I think he's got I think he's got an ism. The ism guys are always really handsome. I think he's got an ism. I think something's. I had him on the CrossFit podcast. He was in the studio. Something's not right. And I knew it when I think Torn went and made an amazing video about him and his first wife, who ended up coming out of the closet and being gay. Something wasn't like, as soon as I saw that piece, I said that. I remember sitting around watching it in my office with a bunch of people. I remember going, uh-oh, something's not right here. People don't live up. Let me show you. People don't live perfect lives. This is what life looks like. Let me show you what life looks like. This is right here. This is life. Down at the end, there's some ones that look perfect that are kind of far away. But you see that one in the foreground? don't know if you can see can you see my arrow? That one right there. See how it's all soft and shit, and it's got like, it looks like when I picked it, maybe it fell and hit the ground, and it's got all that black schmutz on it. That's how life is. And so when you clean that with the vegetable brush, it tears the skin off there, which kind of bums you out. But then you dry it gently and you try to be gentle, and then you dry it off, and then you set it in the freezer. And you still eat it. You still enjoy it. It's great. It tastes great. But life does not look yeah, something's off. Oh my God. You guys, I put my wife hates it when I do this. So far, she hasn't said anything to me. She's being really cool right now. But it's raining here in California a lot. And so I'm making as many trips as I can to Home Depot and getting as much chicken shit as I can. I poured all this stuff and raked it all around my yard yesterday. I need like 20 more bags. My wife doesn't know. Listen to this. I put if my car could hold 50 bags, I would have bought more. And Rich Froning post, quit driving a Prius. Do you know how nice that is? Just imagine. I read it like 12 times. I read it. This is how when I see Rich post on one of my comments, I'm like, this is how I say his name. Rich Froning. And then I stare at his avatar to really make sure it's him. Like, yeah. 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 Yep. And then I check to make sure it's my account. I'm like, yep. It's my account. Yeah, I should screenshot it. Christine's young, you screenshot it. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, Rich Froning. I'm so excited right now because there's 4 replies. Oh my God, he commented twice. Holy shit. Rich Froning, I think he drives a minivan. Sorry, I withdraw my comment. Gotta respect the minivan. Oh my God. I don't even think all I think here's honestly, this is how I think about it. Souza, believe that. All I think is like, okay, Rich Froning gave me like 18 seconds of attention today. Sevon looks at Rich's post during sex. I don't see him as a sexual creature. Hi.
Hi.
Change subject. What's up, dude? How are you?
Pouring outside.
Oh, it is pouring?
It's crazy.
Dude, you look great, dude.
Thank you.
How come you're not wearing girls' clothes? Why are you dressed like a boy today? Just thought you'd try something new?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I want to make another video today so I can edit.
Oh yeah, I had a great idea for a video. What was it? I told you last night. I whispered it in your ear.
Don't remember.
Oh, please. What was it? It was so good.
I don't remember.
You didn't like the idea when I told it to you, but I was like, oh, I'm going to show him how good this idea is. What was it?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
You didn't like it? Do you remember what it is?
No.
Come on. Oh, we were going to do a review of the Darter racetracks.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you don't like that?
Oh, now that you remember me. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, we can use the GoPro and shoot them in slow motion, jumping and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Wouldn't it suck if we open that new like car and it didn't work?
Hey, and it wouldn't. I thought that too, and I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't work.
Me either. It's probably not going to.
Why do you think that? Because it's so old?
Yeah, it's probably that car.
Yeah.
It's probably been like packaged for like 30 years.
I agree. I bought him I got him these slot cars called Darda, D-A-R-D-A. They don't make them anymore. And I used to play with them when I was a kid, so I had to buy all their Christmas presents on eBay. I would have hated my parents if they bought me used gifts. Did you think that was shitty that you're
No, they're actually pretty cool, but some of the cars
or shitty?
And yeah, there's 2 cars that will go on like like cement or like smooth surface, but not on a track.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
It didn't bother you that your gift came like in a garbage. Did you see how it came in a garbage bag?
Yeah,
like
I was like,
Feebreeze garbage bag.
yeah, I was like, is there dog poop in here? I've never had a present come in a garbage bag.
Yeah, that was the first.
I usually throw away presents in a garbage bag. So I
Right.
was like, do we just take this to a trash and whoop?
Just throw it straight away.
Mm.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe they just gave us the garbage bag just in case it broke.
Yeah. Well, oh, you mean if the track broke, so we have a garbage bag to throw it away in?
Yeah. Ari slept at Ms. Mighty's last night.
Is he still there?
Yeah.
Oh, should we go get him?
No.
Why not? Should we call Meds Mighty?
Yeah, sure. Can't you call her on your Sevon podcast phone?
Yeah, I'll try now. Let me see. Let's see.
Is anybody else on?
No.
Oh.
I was just hanging. I've been hanging out here. Wow, I've been here for 2 hours and 41 minutes. How do you decide whether you're going to come on the show or not?
Huh?
How do you decide whether you're going to come on the show or not?
Well, if I'm doing something cool, I don't come on the show. Like just now, I was cleaning up Joey's room.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
With him?
Yeah.
Oh, just like organizing.
This is Kristen. Leave me a message.
Oh, shit. What? Oh, I punched in the wrong number.
Jesus.
Punched in the wrong number. Gee, yeah, that was sloppy.
Have you ever done that?
No, I don't even know my mom's phone number.
Me either.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. There should be a name that pops up on your phone.
And not on my work phone. I don't have any numbers programmed in, so it doesn't pop up.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Because I don't want to know who calls in.
Oh, that's also cool.
Yeah. Just like play stupid.
But there should be a thing like you can call them and it shows up and
Hello, this is Rose.
and then you can call back, but it doesn't show the number.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can do that.
Yeah, probably. I know when people call the number, it says when they call in, you're right. It says their name. All right.
Molly John and Bob Booger coming.
Oh.
What time is it?
9:44.
I'll be here in about 20 minutes.
I want to go to Home Depot and get 20 more bags of poop. Did you notice how the whole front of the house smells like shit now?
No,
Oh.
I didn't go outside yet.
But when we pulled up last night to the house, you didn't sense it when you jumped out of the van? You didn't smell it?
No. I ran inside too fast. If you load this gun, can it shoot fire?
I don't know. Let me see it. I assume no. I assume you can't. I assume not. No.
Yeah.
You mean like if you put a
It's
bullet?
like the other gun back there.
I wonder.
It's cool how it shoots sparks.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
We should have that biker on the show again.
Oh, what was his name? Brock?
Yeah. I liked him.
All right. I'm done. Is there steak cooking?
Yeah. But it's gone. We ate it.
You did?
Yeah. No, I'm joking.
What time should I pick Ari up? I will bring him. You sure? I don't mind. Oh, okay. Hold on. One last thing.
Is Ms. Mighty driving Ari?
I guess she's bringing them. I just kind of wanted to do it because I want to get out of the house.
I want to go play in the rain.
Oh, I would take you guys to the.
No, just like right here,
Oh, but I would take you to
the lighthouse.
the lighthouse. Do you want to go up there and get hot chocolate and a egg and bacon avocado quesadilla?
Something that said, take a look at what happened. But want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey, what about the part? Let me get my shoes.
Oh,
They missed that.
yeah, that would have been a nice touch.
Yeah. Let me get my shoes.
Look at the schoolyard. It's just wild. One kid's wearing boots, Crocs. One kid's shirtless.
Is that because
There's a
Trump
bunch.
likes black people?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Black people like Trump. Trump likes black people.
Yeah.
Peace and love. Love and harmony. Oh my
I like
goodness.
when that comedian did Trump. Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, that was great, right?
Yeah. He had a really good voice.
Did you like the comedian last night? Joseph didn't like him. Did you like him?
Sort of. He wasn't as good as Jamie Foxx.
No, I agree.
But yeah, he was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was good.
With Jamie Foxx, I like the Holly part. That was so funny.
I forget the Holly part. What was the Holly part? Someone else said that too.
The Holly part, like Holly would walk in and wake him up, and he's like, "Okay, I'm up."
Oh, yeah. The nurse.
Yeah.
Holly the nurse. Yeah. Yeah. Avi.
What?
Are the people in the chat my friends? Are you aware that there's a chat?
Yes.
You know what I mean? The people in the comments on the side?
Yes.
Are those my friends?
Some of them. Like if one of the CrossFit athletes are in the chat.
Yeah.
Probably not.
How about David Weed? Is he my friend?
Probably. That sounds like a good friend.
Yeah. What about the real Matthew? Is he my friend?
Oh, no.
No.
He's not. That's not really your kind.
No, the real Okay.
Yeah.
What about Jeremy Eat World?
Jeremy? That's pretty good. Yeah. He could be your friend.
He's a black guy.
Oh, yeah. Definitely your friend.
There you go.
It's like Haynes.
Yeah. There you go. Look at you. You're a good dude.
The buzz cut.
What about this guy, Eaton Beaver?
Eating beaver? Oh, yeah, for sure. That's definitely you.
Definitely my friend.
Eating steak.
What about Matt Souza?
Matt Souza.
He my friend?
Yeah.
What about Christine?
Hey, I like Souza's gym. It's cool.
It is cool.
Yeah.
Makes you like Souza more knowing he has a gym like that, right?
You know why? I liked it because it was huge and we had places to run in. Like HQ. That's what I liked about it.
Yeah, it was bigger than the gym that we had at HQ.
It was.
Yeah, Souza's gym, high ceilings.
Remember at HQ we used to, this is what our routine. We would eat breakfast, go HQ, you would build this obstacle course for us.
Yeah.
Then you would pull up this big blue mat and we would climb up it and slide down.
Yeah.
Then we would meditate for 10 minutes or something like that, or
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
And then we would go get Jamba.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I liked how clean Souza's gym was.
Yeah.
Very clean.
Yeah.
And free drinks and food.
Yeah. And I flipped one of the tires there,
Yeah.
like out back.
Yeah, that was good. What about Jeffrey Birchfield?
Yeah.
Is he my friend?
Yeah, I've heard that name before, I think.
Okay.
Hey, do people in your chat go to Greg's BSI event?
Some of them do. Souza's going to it. I'm trying not to invite them
That's smart.
because it's going to be like he doesn't want it to be too big.
Yeah, like 50, 40.
I want to invite all of them.
You do?
Yes. Eventually,
You know, it'd be crazy if it's Greg's birthday and you invite all your friends and you surprise him. He's like,
You know what I want to do? What I really want to do is I want to do a big event at Greg's gym. And
wait, which gym?
remember that new one he's building?
Oh, the Arizona house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to invite, and I want to do an event there and invite everyone there. Just these people in the chat. And have a taco truck. Have booze everywhere.
Yeah.
Have Kit Taylor there. Taylor can do a workout for us.
Everybody will be like Homer.
Everyone be all like Homer at the bar, just all fucked up and acting weird,
Fat.
falling in the pool. There probably won't be too many fat people. Handful of fatties.
To justice.
What do you think our dog's gonna die? What do you think?
Probably won't die after Arizona.
You think
But I think after her birthday. I think she might make it to her birthday.
When's her birthday?
Like March. You think she'll make it?
I don't know. It's weird.
She's pretty good right now.
Yeah, she's back to complete normal. It's crazy.
Hey Heidi, if she's okay for the rest, will we go to Newport?
I don't know. I'm tripping. I don't know what to do.
Me either.
I'm
I don't know if we
tripping.
leave the dog, come back, and she's dead,
Yeah.
or we leave the dog and trust her, and then come back and she's alive.
I think we owe it to her that when she dies, we're holding her.
Yeah, like we did with Meshi.
Yeah. You can't like have a dog your whole life and then it dies and you're too scared of going through the emotional pain and running away from the dog. It's given us so much pleasure and love that the least we can do is just when it dies, hold it. We all gather around, love on it, then throw it in the backyard and put some dirt on it and then go back to our normal lives.
Oh, dog's dead. That's in the past.
Time for a new dog.
Yeah. What's gonna be our name?
Oh, I love it. We broke David. We broke David.
Wait, you cried?
Yeah, he's the most callous man in the chat, but he can't handle dead
Hey,
dog talk.
you know who
Everyone has a
Dave-
breaking
Hey,
point.
you know who David could get along with?
Who?
Ari.
Oh.
Both emotional powerhouses.
Yeah.
David,
David
come
probably
over to
is.
here.
David
I'll
probably
show you
is.
your best friend.
David probably is an emotional powerhouse.
Yeah.
Uh,
I bet when his dog dies, or if he has a dog, he's a train wreck.
Who, David?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. That's the first time I think in 3 years I've seen him get broken.
If like Dave came to a ranch with Dave, the other Dave,
Yeah.
and I shot a squirrel, I'd be like, hooray!
All right. I'm ready to go inside and have a steak.
Yeah.
Oh. This man just sent me pictures of this dog. He said he'll give us this dog.
It
looks like it's a shepherd, some kind of shepherd mix.
I want a Great Dane.
I want a Great Dane too.
Mom would not let us have a Great Dane.
No, I agree. That's a cute dog though.
But we had a Great Dane. That would be crazy. Like I would have a friend.
No, you're not allowed to have any friends.
I would have a friend. Great Dane as tall as me.
Yeah, I don't want you having any friends.
I have a lot of friends.
Oh shit, look who's here.
We didn't even know who was here.
What's up, dude?
Are you sleepy?
What did you do? Was it fun last night?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's a mic on.
Yeah, did you do any bad stuff you weren't supposed to do? Did you play video games?
Yep. That's the one thing we did.
Did you eat any sugar?
I had this mighty big like a pancake. She used eggs and all that stuff. It wasn't like pure sugar.
Did you have syrup?
No,
Oh, good.
didn't have any.
Good.
Mom made pancakes too. Well, it was shaped as like a cake. It wasn't. Wait, there we go. Hey, with Jamie Foxx, you know what was weird?
I'm listening.
Wait, he kept clicking his tongue against his teeth.
Oh, yeah. He was doing some interesting stuff with his mouth, right?
I wonder why he did that. Sad, or hey, do comedians write stuff down and they have to remember it, or after every joke, do they have to think of something else?
I think they have a script.
Script.
Yeah. I think he rehearsed that. I think that's a lot of work. And then it's a lot of work to make it seem natural to where it's not scripted.
This mic is not working. Because when I move back here, it wait, there we go.
You can pull the mic towards you.
Yeah, look.
The mic's working fine. It's your head's not working. Go ahead, Avi, speak.
Um,
Don't interrupt your older brother unless you want me to come up. Let me have him beat your ass.
No.
Oh, go ahead, Avi.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, comedians, scripted.
Do comedians make a lot of money?
They can. It's a very hard row to hoe.
Do you think Jamie makes a lot of money?
Yeah, Jamie Foxx makes a lot of money. He's more than a comedian though. He does it all. Plays piano, sings, dances, acts like Trump. Yeah, he's got mad skills.
Yeah.
Let me see. Can you do a Trump impersonation?
No. I could try.
Let me see, Ari. Let me see what you got.
It's not gonna. The voice is gonna sound weird. Hold on. Let me think. We love all black people. Yes, we do.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
That's good. Give that a 4 out of 10. That's good.
4. Let me think. Let me think what I'm gonna say. Too. We love black people, and they're okay. White people too. They're a little social. They're a little stupid, but they're okay.
White people are okay too. They're a little fat.
Yours is horrible.
I love black people, but white people are a little fat.
Yeah, that's too much. That's horrible.
That's too much.
Yeah, that's horrible. That's hey, you know what? All in The Simpsons, all the people are yellow. Yeah, except Apu. Yeah, he's black.
Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. The Simpsons are all Asians.
They are?
Yeah.
They're yellow. They aren't.
Yeah.
They're yellow.
Yeah, that's what that means. Yellow's Asian. Brown is Mexican. Yellow's Asian. Black is black.
Yellow.
Well, they're not really yellow.
McKenna isn't.
Oh, fuck. I better get off before we get in trouble.
By who?
I don't know. Or you guys say something that fucking gets me in trouble.
Remember, we know our boundaries.
Yeah, you do. All right.
That one time we effed up on the CrossFit games. Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's go to...
To where?
Let's go to the lighthouse.
Dude, it's pouring outside.
I know, but that'll be fun.
No, it's pouring.
I know. Normal people...
No, I'm not joking. It's just like huge puddles coming from the sky.
Listen. That's what they want you to think, that you can't go outside in the rain. But the rain has magical powers.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, guys. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you guys later.
Dave. Here's your friend.
I need to do a CrossFit game update show. There's some good stuff coming out. Maybe that'll be tonight. We'll see. I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.